screen that did a thingy. Okay. All right. Yeah, let me see if S dot can hear us first. Let's see if S dot can you hear us? Unless it doesn't matter if it. Yeah, but we didn't it have a couple times. I think it happened on here, didn't it? I don't know. Were you using an iPhone? Were you using like a Mac or something? That I think that's what it is. I think there's some update with the Mac that like or iPhone or whatever that like does that because it did it to my channel a couple times. And I'm like, wait a minute, why did you just thumbs down me? Or like, what is like, and I think it did it with you. I think it did it with you on here. If I can remember correctly. I think. I mean, I feel like it's distracting. And it's definitely something that I'm like, it jars me because I'm not expecting it to happen. Tell user responded. I mean, I'm hoping. Yeah, go ahead since we're trying to see if we're both vocabulary is live. But he's handling the third one. She really wants to come in here so bad. She's like obsessed with me now all of a sudden. Well, I shouldn't say all of a sudden, but I can hear him talking to her. Process. Thinking. No, that's fine. Especially, okay, so we have one viewer. Viewer, can you hear us? Can you hear us? Let's see, maybe I'll type it. Can you hear us both? Viewer? I wonder if they'll like comment back. Probably not. They'll be like, ugh, figure it out on your own, babe. I'm not paid for that. Oh, we got two. Okay. And oh, can't hear Tiffany. Nope. Can't hear you. Okay, let's see. I think he said.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay. Talk to. Yes, talk Tiffany.
Can you hear me? Testing.
Can you hear her now?
Can you hear me now? Testing 1, 2, 3. Oh, come on, this format is terrible.
Oh, I hear her, but barely. Is your mic low?
Is my mic low?
Yeah.
Do I sound low to you? Can you? No, I don't. Like my mic sounds normal.
Oh, it says it can barely hear you. I hear her barely.
No. Okay, hold on.
I don't know how to fix that. Oh, she's good now. Okay, you're good now. Good now. Thank you. Okay, good.
Oh, yay, 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 yay.
Maybe it just took a moment for it to like realize.
Yeah.
Okay. What was going on? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, cool. Oh. That other viewer stayed in here until we figured out what's going on, and then once he realized we could talk, he said, deuces.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh, I don't care.
I'm almost finished.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, girl. I am such a...
No, you're fine. I just have something to like to chat about. Like, I really don't even know what to talk about.
You know what
I guess I could just ramble about stuff. Oh, okay. Yay, S. Dot. Thank you. Let's see. What could I ramble about?
Thank you.
Right? And I guess I should say thank you, S. Dot, for telling me if there was an issue, how I could fix it. I have my handy dandy notes. He was like trying to tell me. I was like, wait, let me write this down, because for whatever reason, as soon as I get in here, I get like all flustered and I have no idea what he told me earlier.
Aww.
Talk about the first time meeting your spouses. Talk about the first time. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's mushy. Okay. Well, I guess it's not too mushy. But like, I think my story and your story is completely different. So like, I met.
I think so.
Well, I'm talking about like mine and S. Dot's are completely different. I feel like he's super. So I met him on Tinder.
Yeah.
And I feel like he super liked me, but apparently he thinks I super liked him. I don't ever remember doing that, so it doesn't seem like something I would do. But he claims I did, so I guess we can give that to him, I guess. And then, what was it? Yes, make it mushy now. That's going to be very difficult for me. Very difficult. And then, so like, I can't even remember. I think we were talking for a while on like, through like the little, the app. And then, like, we decided we were going to go on a date. Well, he was like, oh, well, if you're going to, wait, you met on Tinder? Oh, God, this man. So, we decided we were going to go on a date. And he was like, oh, should I pick you up or meet you there? And I said, well, if you meet me there, it's not a date. So he picked me up, which I guess for safety reasons, I probably should have just met him there, but like, whatever. So I didn't. He picked me up, and then we went on the date, and then it was, I did well. He claims that I burped in his face. I don't remember doing any of this. Hey! I don't remember doing any of this, but that's what he claims. And I almost didn't go on the date because I was like, oh, I don't know if I should go. I don't know. And then I had to get, this is horrible to say, but I had to take promo pictures. Hey, so I had to get dressed up anyways. So I was like, well, let me get dressed up and then take my photos. And then I was like, yeah, I could do this. This is fine. Because we had good communication. He was a pretty chill guy. And then when we went to the date, like, it was like I knew him for like ever. Like, it was so weird. It was like, it was so easy to talk to him. Yeah. He was funny. I was obviously funny. And it just, we just looked like two cute people together. And it lasted, I guess. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not mushy at all. And then, you know what? I knew that I really liked him because, like, my mom had came into town and we went to the store and I, like, first, because he told me he liked the Flash. So, okay. So, like, we went to the store. I saw a Flash wallet and I was like, oh, I should get that for him. And when I bought it, I'm like, why the hell am I buying something for him? I barely even know him. Like, this is so weird. And I don't do that. Yeah. So, yeah, it was so weird. But and I locked him down.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. I do. Oh, that is not a horrible story. I love it.
I feel like I need to think of the details more because when my kids ask me, I feel like I need to make it like better. No, just make it real. Whatever.
Why? I was gonna say it is what it is, and that's what makes it great. Oh my goodness, I need my
But
milk.
Estat, you
Sorry,
literally could
I'm
have.
trying to.
You're fine. Estat, you could have kidnapped me because, yeah. But I don't know. I'm under the impression I'm like highly favored, and like there's a plenty of times where I could have
Yeah.
been gone from this world,
Same.
and
Yeah.
somehow
Yeah.
magically I am
Same.
sitting right
Same.
here, alive. Give
Yep.
me more
Same.
ammo
Oh
on
my
Estat, by
God.
the way.
I was
Hey,
just
Vaders.
telling.
I'll try my best. I'm here to tell the
Oh
details.
my
But your details are
gosh.
always skewed to your benefit.
Oh, that is yes, yes. I can yes, yes. I can say the same about my husband. Isn't that right, baby?
Definitely a skewer. I mean, I skew too, but
Let me see.
so I guess I can't be.
I don't have the intention to skew. I may skew ever at like every so often, but I don't it's not my intention, but I
Well,
like
it's
don't do
never
it
my
either.
intention to make it about me, but I somehow magically have found the capabilities
Oh,
to
I
do it.
think it's like a Leo thing.
It
I think it's
has
a
to
Leo
be.
thing, like, you know?
It has to be. I'm here to tell. Oh, I'm
Yes.
like reading the same thing over
Yes.
again. Wow,
Are
skewed.
you
Psh, my details are spot on. Yeah, sure, S. Dot.
Hey Vaders.
Sure.
Oh my god.
So,
So
Tiffany,
guys,
tell
I
us your
just
love
want to
story.
like let you guys know that I am not like, flighty. I'm finishing up an assignment, so if I seem like kind of spacey, that's why. I promise. Oh, wait, my love story. Oh my
Yes,
gosh.
yes, yes.
So I don't get me wrong, it is a really good story, but it also makes me very uncomfortable. And Belle knows why. And I feel like I talked to you about it too. I feel like as well. So what I will say is this. I will say that we were introduced by my cousin and, the way she did it, it was weird because come to find out, like, it was kind of like, I don't know, it was, like, skewed a little bit, right? But anyway, she introduced us, like, basically, and yeah, so we started talking, and it was funny because our first conversation like, I literally knew I was gonna marry him. I don't know what it was. When I hung up from him, I was like, "Oh my god, that's my husband." Like, I'm gonna marry him. I just knew it. I just knew it. And so, yeah, we to make a long story short, because, like, a lot of it I'm very bad with, like, dates. Obviously, I know why now, but so to make a long story short, we met, we were engaged, and we were married within 3 months, and I don't recommend that.
I
But
know.
that's only because, like, you really if you're gonna do that, like, if you fall for somebody and you just need that person and you guys just connect, I feel like you have to be so open to like learning that person, learning yourself, learning how to communicate, learning how to compromise, learning how to love, learning how to not be selfish, learning to be selfish sometimes. Like it's so much that you kind of open yourself up to because let's just be for real, you don't know this person, right? So our
I still don't
first
know him.
year was right? No. But our first year, oh god, it was tough. It was tough. And I remember when so baby, I know you're watching, but I just have to say he wanted a divorce. He told me. He's like I can't do this anymore. I want a divorce. And it was almost like a I don't
Oh,
know, it
ugh.
was almost like a switch, like, went off in my head where it was the things and I didn't realize, like, back then what I, like, know now, but, I had this issue with, just a lot of baggage from like my past, past relationships, just a lot. And
Yeah.
I knew I didn't want to fail at my marriage. I knew I loved him. I knew I wanted him around, and I knew this wasn't fair to him because he literally told me one time. He was like, "Listen, I'm not him." He's like, "I'm not him." And him just making that one statement kind of like opened my eyes. Like, I am literally, I'm in the present, I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm still living in the past. I'm still like dredging up all that like darkness and just, oh, like muck of myself, my life, everything. So yeah, it was very trying, but I learned so much about myself, and I was able to just kind of, I was able to kind of learn about myself. And I'm just so glad that he's one of the guys where I literally could hand him over my life and he would be able to love, protect, nurture, just be a good man. And I am so fortunate to have that. Like, I really love that doofus, and I
Oh my.
wouldn't want
Well,
to
that
be in
sounds
this life
super
without
sweet.
him.
Super sweet. And one,
No, I love my baby. I love that man.
oh,
Wrong, girl.
we definitely know that. And Belle, I'm glad you're a Leo because hello, Leos are like the
Yes.
best. Wait, Faders, are
Yes,
you a
we
Leo too?
are.
I think
We
Faders might be
are.
a Leo, but
Yes.
I think so. I can't remember
Leos. Yes,
if
yes,
and
yes.
yes, that who the f did I marry? I literally watched all of that. Estat was like, "What the heck are you
So,
watching? Why are you still watching that
listen, we need to get me hip because the first time I ever heard about it
TikTok?"
was in Belle's video. No, it was in Belle's video
What's
because I
Belle's
haven't even
video?
been on TikTok, right?
Huh?
Her
What is?
so my best friend Cece, she posted a new video today
Uh huh.
on her channel. And
Uh
so
huh.
I'm watching it and she was like, "Oh my god, like guys," like she was like giving a background of like who, the F that I marry. And I'm like, that show is old. And I'm like, I'm
Wait,
thinking to
what?
myself, like, wow, like it's an actual show on ID Discovery. It's on like Max's portion of
Oh,
Discovery.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like a,
No,
a show. So that's what I initially thought it was. But
I
the
have no idea
more
what you're
she
talking.
talked about it, yeah, the more she talked about it, the more I was like, wait, no, this isn't that show. So I Googled it, and that's when I saw like it was like a 50 TikTok like
Yeah, I watched
playlist
every
of.
single one of them, and
Did you?
it
Okay,
was
so I
yep. I
need
was
to
cleaning
watch
while I did
it.
it. It was
Yeah.
interesting. I mean, there were a lot of. I was kind of like doing stuff while I was listening to it, so like whatever. So I still
Yeah.
watched like other videos where they're
No,
like
no, no, no.
talking
That
about the
counts, girl.
situation.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So like I'm just saying I didn't grasp all the information from it. But like it's so
Yeah.
crazy. Like that was a crazy situation and I don't like oh it's no,
I
it's
can't
like
wait
it's
to see it.
I married a pathological liar or something like that. That's what it is.
Oh, is that the name
Yeah.
of it? I married
Yeah.
a pathological liar. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay. What did I say? I said
No,
well,
no,
I
no. On here it
maybe
said,
I
"Who
heard
the
it
f did
wrong.
I marry?" And then you were like, "Oh yeah, that's a TV show." And then I started
Okay,
talking
yeah, yeah,
about
yeah, yeah,
that,
yeah.
and you
That's
were like,
right. That's
"Yeah, it was
right.
on
Okay.
that." Yeah, it
Sorry,
is 10 minutes per
sorry.
episode. And then she had added stuff, so
Listen.
my brain was getting distracted because it was like part.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. The words were like she had like part one, but then it was part two because she had added more stuff, and then like so that was like
Yeah.
distracting me a little bit. But you can still get the message of it, the gist of everything. But I think she was pretty
Yeah.
detailed, and I just kept thinking, "Dang girl, like where are you going? And like how are you driving and doing this TikTok?" That was like stressing me out.
She was
But
driving. She
yeah.
was driving while she was doing her thing.
Well, she wasn't like staring at the camera, so like that was
But
good.
yeah, she was still
But
driving.
she was
See, I
driving while
can't.
she
My
was talking.
brain. Oh my god, I would like my brain. I cannot. That's why, like, honestly, like, even if I'm driving, I will never, ever, ever again. So a long, 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 long time ago, I was driving and texting, and obviously, I had my issues back then too,
Incriminate
just didn't know
yourself?
it. But
Incriminating
well,
yourself?
I mean, honestly, well, it's already been like open and shut. Like, yeah, it's already been a thing. It's not like
Closed
terrible or
case?
anything, but yeah, yeah, closed case. But I hit a car basically,
Oh my
and
God.
but the worst part about it, though, honestly,
Oh my God.
so I was able to. This is so terrible. This is so terrible. But so I rear-ended this lady because I was texting and driving, such an idiot. But yeah, and so, why is my child running around screaming?
I don't know.
But,
Mine was
so
just running
anyway,
around screaming,
so
so.
listen, story of our lives, right?
Is the moon
But
out?
so, yes, I was texting and driving and I hit the lady. So, when the cops got there, he tells us, because we were like on a main street, so he tells us to like pull over like to a safer area or whatever. So I was obviously behind the lady, but when she turned into the parking lot, I realized she didn't have brake lights. So I used that, also. So we both got a ticket. I got assured clear distance, or failure to assure clear distance, and she got a ticket for her not having.
Wild behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, so me and S
Yeah.
Dot ended up getting married. Like, we ended up having a kid, like, super quickly. And then
Oh,
he,
did you
like,
guys?
wanted to
Yeah.
get married. And I was like, I want you to
Hmm.
make sure you want to marry me because I don't want to get a divorce. So, like, be sure
Yeah.
that that's really what you want to do with your life because it's forever.
Right.
Unless you're
Forever,
ready to
ever.
go to the upper room. But like the way he
The
proposed
upper
was kind
room.
of was it was kind of funny because it was like we got into an argument and then he like rolled
Yeah.
over and then grabbed the ring and was like, "Will you marry me?"
Oh,
And I
that
was
is
like,
so sweet. But see, I'm very petty,
"Yes."
so I'd have been like, no. Like,
Well, that's how I
no.
could tell I
Even
actually
if I
did want to be
wanted
with
to,
him.
no.
Well, that's how I could tell. You know, honestly, like me being pregnant, my hormones were like everywhere, like
Yeah.
all
Oh,
over the
I'm
place.
sure they
Like
were like great. I'm sure. I'm
pregnant, then
sure.
breastfeeding, because like we didn't actually get
Yeah.
engaged until like our oldest was like a couple months, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so
Yeah.
and then
Hold
we
on. I'm
didn't get
sorry. I can't
married
like
until marry
chew
you and all
bubblegum and
your
walk.
crazy. Well, lucky you, S. Dot. I mean, could you imagine marrying a boring person? How sad for your life that would be. You're already boring, so like, I bring the fun.
Oh.
Jokey. I don't know. I bring. No need to cheat. I have a bunch of different personalities in this bad boy, and I can change my hair color. I could put a wig on. You know, I could be a different bunch of
Right.
different people.
Exactly. You could change it up. You could change it up. All right. Okay. So, I have finished part 1 of what I have to do.
That's nice.
I hope.
What do you mean you hope?
I
Marry you and all your craziness.
Well, so I always have, this is the class where she like took almost half points for like all of my assignments for like 2 weeks.
Hmm?
She took points off because there was a video it was a video called How to Submit an Assignment.
Okay.
We done this like 1,000 times. So I didn't watch the video. I was just submitting my assignments. And so like I thought, it was an ace in the hole because so I didn't check my grades until like a couple weeks into the class, and I saw like my grades were, and then I'm like reading the comments, and the only thing she said on every single one was what did she say? Try to try to follow directions so you don't get points taken off next time or something. She never said anything about the blue font, the blue font, because that's what the video was basically. Her literally clicking through and then showing how to like highlight the font like blue. So like when I watched it, I was like, I realized like, oh, she was taking off almost half points because my font wasn't in blue. So because of my anxiety, now, like every time I have an assignment like that's due to her, I like I don't know. I always just need to like sit and make sure it like loads correctly
Mm-hmm.
because like she also like because I'm on a Mac, she said because there's something wrong like with our sign on. Every time I tried to use Word, it said that I needed to contact the school's administrator and I'm like, I don't like who has time for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like, I'll just use Pages in it because it's fine. And so she like explicitly states like I will not open a Pages document. It has to be a Word docs or PDF. So, I just sit and make sure, like, oh my God, it a Word docs or was it Pages? Like, but yeah, so everything everything was fine. But I just kind of hate how like it's
The
just like kind
anxiety.
of simple things like that sometimes.
Oh,
Yeah, sometimes it kind of like yeah, I
just
just ugh.
overwhelming.
So
Maybe if you have a
it is, it
checklist,
is, it
like it's so and so's class time, and then I have the checklist. Like, did I watch a video? Did I do this?
Honestly, I do think that's a good idea. No, I do think that's a good idea. And so really quick, I'm sorry. So we also have to then post in like the discussion board and I hate like the public discussions that they have. Like I don't understand why I don't understand why it matters if we talk to each other. Just grade my assignment. Like, can you just grade my assignment? Why do we have to like
Like,
meet?
what do you have to say to each other? Like, hey, Brian,
I don't care like if
how was
you
today?
feel about the gym you visited. You know what I mean? Like because it's like, "Oh, what were
Why,
your
when you say, you
strengths?"
know what?
And
You're saying gem, and for some
yeah.
reason, I'm thinking like crystal gem, and not like I physically go to a location that is
Oh.
a gym with weights
Oh,
and.
yeah, no, I'm saying gem. Like, yes. Oh my God. Am I like is my speech like
No, no, no. So
yeah, I'm
so
saying
gym.
GYM.
Okay, yeah, 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 gym. Okay, okay. No, I
Yeah,
hear
yeah,
things
yeah.
differently, and I also
No, so do
will
I.
hear what I
So do
want to
I.
hear.
Don't even worry about that.
So it's
Yeah.
just like, but this
Yeah,
whole time,
same.
every time you said gym, I was like, oh, so crystals. That's so cool.
For each. Oh, yeah, no. Well, at my old school, at the school that I left to go here locally,
Uh huh.
they actually did have a lot of classes on
Crystals.
like crystals. Yeah, they would even sell like this little well, it wasn't little. It was like a nice like amount because they taught you like the what energies they possess, like what they were like used for, like the history of them,
Mm.
where they originate, like the region, that they typically come from, blah 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 blah.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
yeah, it was really cool. It was really really was.
Yeah, yeah. I
So we
really
have
definitely
to
thought you were
answer
talking
these.
about crystals. But
Oh
you have to
yeah,
answer
no,
those questions
I
about the
wasn't.
about the
I
gym.
do. I have to answer about the gem, the jam, the gems. How do you say that? Say it. Now I'm like, am I saying it wrong? How do you say
Now I just
say
messed you up.
G?
I
You
can't even
did
talk
because
properly,
now
so
I am saying gem like a crystal.
don't even
Now
listen
I
to me,
am.
girl. I will mess you up every single time. Gym.
Oh
But
my
like
God,
Eston
it's
also makes fun of
gem.
the
Like,
way
how do
I
you
say
say
milk. Milk, because I said milk.
milk?
I say
Milk,
milk. And then he was
milk.
like tripping like
I
the
don't
first
know.
time, like one of my kids was like milk. But that's how I say it. And then he also
Oh,
like
that
trips on
is
the fact that I
cute.
put like ice in milk. Giving.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
know.
That's a little
I like milk,
scary. It
and
gives
I like to put
psychotic.
ice
I
in it.
love it. I love it. It
Well,
gives
hey,
psychotic and I absolutely love it. Okay?
it's
Love
giving
it.
crazy. Oh, do you? Oh, see, look at that, look at that. I'm not alone.
Oh, wait,
Other
hold on.
people
I'm
have
sorry. I was
ice
doing
in
homework.
milk.
Hold on, hold on, hold on.
I've cold cereal milk
Oh
instead.
my God, seriously? Oh my God. See, you guys are crazy and I love it.
When I was little, that's the only
I
way I could
love
drink
it.
it. I had to put ice in it. I don't know, and I like Well,
Oh
I
my
like to eat ice
gosh.
too, but I
Well,
haven't eaten
so
ice in a
honestly,
long
I don't
time.
even drink milk. I can't handle it physically,
I
so
don't really drink it now, but I used to love
yeah.
it. And when I the only or like
Yeah.
I drink it with like cookies, like some chocolate
Yeah.
chip cookies or like a nice
I do like if
or
I were to
something
have
really
a cookie, I
chocolatey.
would use almond milk. I do. I can't like handle
You know, like
the
I would love to be a person
yeah.
who is like more vegan friendly, vegetarian, however whatever word that would be. But there's some things
Mm,
like I
I have an
really
opinion
like.
on that I'm going to keep to myself.
If you'd
Not
like
that
to,
like
I think
well,
that like you should have
so I
vegan
have an
days, but I don't think anyone should
yes,
go
that's
completely
what
vegan.
yes, absolutely. That's what I personally believe in. I just kind of feel like I think I commend vegans and I understand and I get it and I've done it before, but it's
Yes,
just
that has.
not sustainable health-wise. I wouldn't recommend it personally.
Yeah,
So,
it probably depends on like a lot of factors. But like I would never want to be
yeah.
completely
Yeah.
vegan, even though if you do,
Yeah.
God bless, whatever. But
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
having the idea of
Yeah.
having like vegan days. I drink almond milk, but
Mhm.
when I have to make mac and cheese or eat Oreos, I have to use 2%. 2%.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
do
yeah,
that
yeah.
too. I
I did
cook when
like
I cook for my
2%.
family.
Just
Mhm.
be a vegan as you
Yeah.
can. If everyone dies, that would be better. What? If everyone dies? Oh, does that? I was like, oh my god, if everyone dies. Yes, yes, yes. That's what I agree.
Yeah.
Like everyone should be as vegan as much as
Yeah.
possible, so that way
Yeah.
everybody can
Yeah.
have partake in all different types of varieties
Mhm.
of food, whether that's
And
meat
you know
or
what else?
non-meat.
Yes, and you know what else I
Everyone
think
dies.
too? Because I think when people I think when people think vegan, they think that the food like
It
tastes
really
like
could.
cardboard, right? But they are it could, but
I like veggies,
there are
so
very delicious. Me too. I love veggies. Yeah, there's some delicious like vegan meals and recipes out here. So yeah.
yeah.
I agree.
I'm not really
I
a big
agree.
fan of like tofu or like the fake even though wait, I do want to try
Yeah.
soul food that's vegan. I want to try like a vegan soul food place. And I've seen they had some
Mhm.
in Florida and I think they have one here. But I'm really interested in
Yeah.
trying it. But I'm just so nervous it's going to be
Yeah.
disgusting. And I'm going to spend all my
Yeah.
money
Yeah.
for something
You know
nasty.
what? Yeah, I'm with you because I really kind of remember when Slutty Vegan when they first came up
Oh,
and it was that whole craze. I wanted to like try them
slutty
so
vegan.
bad, but
That sounds
yeah,
familiar.
and I think they did like a tour or something where they like kind of went around. So it was like more local, I guess. But I'm afraid the patties are like because even though I like the impossible patties because you can get them like the grocery store whatever like early when I first started eating more regularly like sustainably I was eating more I was eating more plant-based, but at that time I wasn't really following a more holistic, I guess if you will, lifestyle like eating back then. It was a couple years ago, like right after when like a few months or like
Hmm.
6 months after my surgery. But yeah, I was like trying them. So they were good in the sense of like what it was, but it was also kind of weird because it did mimic a like actual like meat. So that was like really weird. And I don't know, like it was okay. It was
So wait, so what
okay.
was the meat you were
It was
talking
okay.
about that
It was
mimicked?
the impossible patties.
Oh,
And
okay,
I
okay. I
also
can't remember
tried the
if I tried that.
Beyond. I think it's called Beyond too, those as well. Those kind of like resemble meat too more when you cook it. Like
Uh huh.
before you cook it, it looked kind more like a paste. Like not
Oh.
a paste, but like a like it looked
The
weird. The
consistency
consistency of it looked,
was it almost like tofu
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of,
it looked,
but
no,
like
not
thinner
like
or like softer maybe.
it was like softer, yeah. But when you cook it, like, and when it did what it did, it looked more like an actual like meat, like firm, like
Mm.
meat burger type deal. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I remember I was
Sorry,
good.
I'm like
We
looking down. I'm trying to go over my answer.
How dare you look down? No, like there was like
I'm
jackfruit.
like,
There was jackfruit that we
oh,
got
I
that I
want to
wanted to
try
try because I
jackfruit.
think it was supposed to
Mm-hmm.
like be like a substitute for like pulled pork or pulled chicken or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, 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 yeah,
And
yeah. I've seen that before. Yeah.
me and Estat just let it expire. We didn't even like try it. I was so mad. Like
Yeah,
that's
I've
the
done
one
that
thing
so
I
many
hate.
times with
Like
newer. Mhm.
I hate like not like getting it to it in time because
Yeah.
it's like as soon as I think about it, that's when it's like it's gone bad. So it's like man,
Yeah. Yeah. I've done that so many times. I remember I got a couple of help me if I'm saying this correctly, but they're a root vegetable. I think it's jicama. Is that
jicama.
it's spelled jicama? Is that it?
I
Jicama?
think jicama.
And yeah, yeah, it's like JICAMA or something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
But like, yeah, but I bought like 3 of those because I really wanted to try like a low carb like French fry. And I saw like this YouTube video and I saw that it was like those were really close
Mm-hmm.
to, like baked like or air
What's
fried. I was going to air fry them, air
Why
fried
couldn't
French
you just
fries.
have a
So I
potato?
wanted because I was on
Oh, you
my
said low
level
carb,
with
low carb, low carb.
yeah, I was on my level like post-op. So I
Yeah.
couldn't have potatoes like at that point, but I could have
Oh.
like vegetables, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, so I ended up I got it, but I never had them because I let them sit so long and I was like, I really wanted to try it. I was so mad at myself, but yeah,
Yeah,
I said all
I
of
know
that to
too.
say same. I said all of that to say, girl.
I appreciate the circle conversation to come back to the same conversation. I don't know, whatever.
I know, like, as I'm talking, it's so weird. I feel like my diagnosis made me secure. And I tell you why. Because I
Oh,
feel like when I'm having conversations, constantly aware of what I'm saying. I'm aware of what I like my next thought. And I think it makes me I don't know. Like I just hope like my
I
personality
literally
doesn't
hate
change too
thinking.
much.
I
Like,
hate thinking when I talk. That's why I don't really talk to a lot of people. Because
yeah,
when I do
yeah,
talk to people, like especially like people
yeah,
I don't know,
yeah,
like I'm constantly like thinking
yeah.
about all these things and like how they're
Yeah.
responding to what I'm saying and then like all those other
Yeah.
things too.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's
Yeah.
so overwhelming for me. And then I don't
Yeah.
know, but I'm not really good with people like trying to get to know me. Like I would much prefer someone say
Yeah.
like, "Oh, hey, like that situation over there is crazy."
Yeah.
And then we start talking
Yeah.
about that situation as opposed to being like,
Right.
"Oh, so like where are you from? How are you
Yeah.
doing?" Da da. Like I don't know. Like
So,
conversation starts making me feel like, "Well, what do you want? Like what's this really about?"
yeah. Well, I will say this. I will say this. I am more
Is a planet.
God, I don't even
What?
what
S dot nerdy. S dot nerdy.
Oh,
S dot said nerdy is a plant.
because yeah, nerdy said jackfruit is so expensive. Yeah. So like I will talk to people. I think it's so weird like is being like an extroverted introvert a thing because
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
it's so
Yeah, didn't we
weird.
talk
I
about that
do
last
get
stream?
is that a thing?
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
we talk
yeah.
about because like
Yeah, because I think
I
nerdy
feel
is just not.
like yeah, yeah, yeah,
If you are what you eat, there too.
yeah.
But yeah, I think you can be an
Yeah.
extroverted introvert because I think I'm
Yeah.
extroverted for like my friends. I'm extroverted for like
Yes,
if I
like when
have to
you're
get
very
paid for
comfortable. Yeah.
something. If I'm like
Yeah.
I physically have
Yes.
to do
Yes.
it,
Yes.
like and
Yes. Yes.
have to
Yes.
be friendly with you,
Yes. Yes.
but like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't have
Yeah.
to and I
Yeah.
don't want
Yeah.
to,
Same. Same.
I'm not going to, and I'm
Same.
not going to pretend to be like, because that's not me. So I'm just,
Yeah.
I
Same.
always think, I always say that like me drinking is like me times 10. Like I'm the same person. It's just
Yeah.
like the person that my friends get to see, as opposed to the
Yeah. Yeah.
every. But
Yeah.
yeah, I've never
Oh
been a
my
mean
gosh.
drunk,
Speaking
thank
of
God.
drinking, oh my, me either. Oh yeah, we like let's just have a good time. Let's have fun. Let's turn up. Like that's how I was. But speaking of drinking, I was talking to Cece about this at dinner tonight, but so today is like the 21st. So basically I haven't had like a stitch of alcohol since January 1st of this year.
Hmm.
And I it's so crazy because I was talking to her because so we were like in the back, like sitting like right in front of like the bar. Like the bar was like right behind her. And I was sitting there and I didn't feel like that overwhelming that like I would normally feel. And then I realized something because I told her like, I realized because I was gonna say like, well, I don't have a like the cravings are gone. And then I realized, like, no, the cravings are not gone. They'll never be gone because let's face it, I'm an alcoholic. It is what it is. I have, what is it called? Like alcohol use disorder. I guess, like, how I do it, it's not like binge drinking or anything like that. It's like,
Hmm.
I I can't, like, you know how you can sit and just have like a glass or two of two or wine? Like, when I have wine, I, like, can't like, I just keep I don't know what it is. So, I have, like, alcohol use disorder, I guess, to explain it. But, yeah, like, I literally can't, just do it socially. Like, I always go overboard, and I don't understand, like, why that is, and that's what we're working on now, like,
I wonder if it's
in my
like
therapy,
social
but
anxiety, like, because I know, like, I mean, if
it
you're
could
doing it
be, it could
social,
be,
like, I know, like,
it
sometimes when
could
I
be,
drink
it could
socially
be.
and I don't really know people, like, I
Mhm,
tend to over drink a little bit just so I
mhm,
can feel more
mhm. Yeah,
comfortable and make everyone
yeah.
more comfortable with me not, because I don't know, I feel
Mhm.
like sometimes if like
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I've done
not,
that, I've done that.
if I'm not in a good, like, what other people would deem as like a good mood, then other people's like the
Yeah.
energy is just so off for everyone,
Yeah.
and I don't even
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix it for everybody else unless I like drink a little bit and then I'm more chill and then it seems like everybody's more chill,
Mhm.
but I don't know if that's just perception.
Yeah. It could be, like, no, I don't think it's perception. I think I number 1, like, you are who you are, right? And I feel like I am
Definitely.
one of those, like, personalities, like, I have an addictive personality because it's not even just with, like, drinking, like, even with, if I find an interest in something, I will I will rock it until the wheels fall off. Like, when I first started working out, I, I started everything was, like, great, and then it slowly but surely turned into, like, this obsession, and I was literally, like, for at least an hour, like, 6 days a week. I was either lifting, or if I wasn't lifting, I was, like, doing cardio, or I was doing yoga or I was doing something. It was like I went
Mm.
so hard, and then one day it was like and this went on for months. I mean, it was almost like I was in this manic well, I was in this manic, like, state of, like, with working out
Mm.
for months, and then one day it just came crashing down like a ton of bricks, and I just didn't get off the couch. And now it's been a few months actually, and now it's well, not lately because of school, but I literally just started my classes. I started January 16th. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So getting back into it, it has been kind of like a struggle and I'm like and I am starting am I going on a tangent? I'm sorry.
No.
Sorry.
All right. I don't think so. Did you? No, because you
I
were
don't know
talking about.
because I forgot what we were talking about. Sorry.
We were talking about the
I did.
gym,
I'm
and
sorry.
then we ended up talking about veganism,
Oh,
and we just kept spiraling. Like, okay, so this is the thing with
we
me.
did. I'm
Like,
sorry. I
we
forgot. I'm
this is gonna be a channel where we're gonna talk about one thing, and then we're gonna something else,
Mhm.
and
It's gonna
and
go
if it
into
needs to
something
come
else.
back,
It
then
is.
it'll
It
come
is.
back. But like, I don't think you did because, and maybe you just started feeling uncomfortable.
Maybe, yes. Like what's going on here? But and I was trying to think about like how the conversation started, like mid sentence, but because I can't like walk and chew bubble gum, I just forgot. My brain just
And
stopped.
honestly, I couldn't even tell you
It just
because
stopped.
I stayed in the conversation of what we were having. So like when you switched it, I was like, all right, here we go. We're over here now.
Yeah.
I'm there. I am there.
Yes, yes. I love it. And that's what I love the most about you. Like you are with me. You are with me. I love
Probably
that.
because I have the
I
same
love that.
diagnosis.
Right. 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 No, but it's
Who
like
knows?
once you know everything, I not
But
saying that
I
I
don't
can
get
diagnose
manic about
people,
things.
right?
Like
Because
I
I
don't.
can't, but it's like similarities that you notice in people and it's like,
Oh well,
"Ooh, I
yeah.
think you could be."
I'm
Yes.
definitely
Like, yeah.
obsessive. I have an obsessive personality.
Mhm.
I think if I had anything, it would
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
obsessive. It would be like
Yeah.
demand
Like
avoidance.
OCD or something like that.
I don't even think I have
Yeah.
OCD. Like
Yes.
I just,
Yes.
it's like mine is more like okay. So I think I was watching something on TikTok where it was like when you're at
Mhm.
work, you're very detailed. You want everything to be exactly how it is, and da da da. Like it's like you have a plan for how everything should be. Like because when I used to work at
Right.
Target and I was like the what is it like the dressing room person, like where I answer the phones and stuff.
Mhm.
Like I was very
Yeah.
particular with
Yeah.
how everything like went. And if someone
Yeah.
like had a basket wrong, I had to go fix it. And like I was very
Yeah.
like that. But like at home, like I don't care. Like well, when it was just
Yeah.
me, like I didn't care. But for some reason, if
Yeah.
someone else leaves a mess, like if I throw my socks on the floor, that's fine.
Oh, yeah,
But
you're
when my
like
friend came over and threw their
yeah.
socks on the floor, I'm like, what the hell are you doing? You don't live here.
Yeah.
Pick this up. I don't care if you see a bunch of clothes on the floor. Pick it
Right.
up,
Right. Yes.
weirdo. That's that like
Yes. Oh
I
my
don't know.
God. That is so funny. That's
I am
funny.
very what's the word uh what is it? A hypocrite? Not a hypocrite.
Are you a hypocrite? Are you a hypocrite?
Hypocrite. I'm a hypocrite.
Are you're a
I'm a
hypocrite?
hypocrite.
You're a hypocrite. That's a new party. That's a new the hypocrites. That's a
Are they
whole new
evil?
party.
Hypocrites?
Yes. Well, you know what they want to be? They want to be. The intention is to be, but they're hypocrites. So like they're not. You know, like bless their little hearts, you know.
As evil as they try to be. They
Right.
foil their own
Right.
plans.
Yeah.
We're not feeding
Right.
nobody, feeding
Yes.
everybody.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, I can't say words. That's why when you were like, well, how do you say this word? But that's another thing too. Like, I can't say words, but then sometimes I'm like quick to correct someone when they say a word wrong. It makes no sense.
Oh my God. So I can say words and I'm also okay. So okay. Oh my God. Okay. So you can tell I love you. You can tell that I love you if I like correct you or like, you know what I mean? Because it's like, oh, you can't be out here looking.
Cray cray.
So you can't be out here looking cray cray, right? But yeah, sometimes I cringe on the inside depending on like who I'm talking to and stuff, and I'm like, huh? Say that again. Like, my baby boo has a friend who the way they say ambulance. I'm not gonna say what they well, I mean,
Say it.
I'm sorry, it's funny. Ambulance.
Ambulance?
Ambulance.
There's one of the
Yeah.
TikTokers, one of the YouTubers, they say funeral. Is it a funeral?
Funeral.
Yeah, like it's like in
Funeral.
my head, I'm like, I feel
Funeral.
like you have to force yourself to say it that way. So like
No,
it drives
someone
me
said
crazy.
that to me.
Funeral. And I'm
Someone
like,
said that to
how do you do
me.
that? Like funeral. But then there's words I say
Funeral.
like so
But you
messed
want
up.
to know
So
something?
whatever.
I was gonna say it like when it comes to like being like phonetically correct, it's really tricky. And the reason why I'm like starting to notice this now is because so um with my oldest son, with his school, with what
Learning,
he
yeah.
does, yeah, with his learning, we do follow, there is like a curriculum
Thanks.
that we do follow here. And especially when it's like ELA and like phonetically, because it's like, how like pronouncing like, letters phonetically and stuff. So what I'm learning, especially with his speech classes that he does, or like, oh my God, I love her. Shout out to her, but they do it online and it's so cute. And I just, set him up and, I go do my thing and it's 30 minutes and he loves it. But yeah, like I'm starting to understand more when people like, pronounce things a certain stuff, because now that I'm like in it and I see it and I'm around it and I hear, it's almost like a missed like speech therapy thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. I
Like,
feel like the
I
problem
don't
too
know.
is that we have like so many different dialects, and that's part of
Yes.
it. Like
Yeah, and like
there's like
regional things
southerner,
too.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yep.
there's like sometimes
Yep.
we just say
Mhm.
words
Yeah.
differently in different parts of
Yeah.
the
That's
United
true. That is
States,
true.
America.
You know what? I have a question. So like in Florida, do people have an accent from there? Because I know someone who's moved to Florida and it has been there for, oh god, at least since we've been married, so over a decade. But I don't know anyone like from there. So like, do people down there have accents?
I think they can. I mean, I think most of them are like
Depending on if they're like
southern.
transplants.
I think, yeah, most of the,
Yeah.
like a lot of people
I
come
just
from
never,
up
that was just
north to
something that just
Florida.
popped into my head
Like
from,
a lot of people from up north
they
come to
come up
Florida,
north. Yeah.
especially in the college
Oh, like the
areas.
snowbirds?
Well, the
Are you
Canadians,
talking
yeah.
about
Like,
like the
so I
snowbirds?
lived in
Yeah.
one part of Florida where like the Canadians always were there, like during the winter time.
Yeah.
So yeah, because
Yeah.
we had one that worked at my Target. He was Canadian, so he would work there during like the snow
Yeah.
season and then go back to Canada um, when it was done. But yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
think like
Yeah.
I think Florida's kind of hard because there's so many different varieties of people. Because you have like Spanish accents, you have Haitian, you have everything. So I think
Mhm.
different areas
Yeah.
you have a more like southern draw, and it's like, and then but it's also mixed with whatever like cultural or ethnicity that's like in heavy influenced in that area too.
Yeah.
So it could be all over the place.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
do you guys have accents
That
up
is
there?
interesting.
I don't know
So,
if a lot of people have
honestly,
accents here. I don't think they do.
I was gonna say, like, we don't, but honestly, there are a lot of people who like like relocated up here.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't really have like accents so much, but like, so my husband teases me and he says like every so often I'll get like a New York accent, which I'm like, what? What are you
Have you
talking about? But
have you
yeah,
ever been to
no.
New York?
Never. Ever.
Oh, well, do
No.
you watch shows that
Ever.
have a heavy influence of New York accents? That's probably what it is.
Well, the only show I can think of is maybe Jersey Housewives, maybe.
But that's is that New York? That would be like a Jersey accent.
I mean,
Well,
it's
okay,
Jersey.
so
It's the same thing.
I I have I have this thing. I think I've talked about it already, but I have this thing where like if I'm around someone who has a
Yeah.
really heavy accent, I end up
Oh my
picking
God.
it
Yes,
up.
yes, 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 yes. Oh,
And
like, so
I
every
definitely
summer, my
have
cousin
words
and
that
I,
have
we would
accents on.
go. Yeah. Well, every summer my cousin
Mom
and I would
wives.
spend the entire summer with my grandparents who lived in like the deep south, like rural, like, but it's so gorgeous down there.
Deep
And
South, like what's the Deep
like the
South?
it's like deep south, like Selma, Alabama, like Podunk. I mean, her road is like
A dirt road?
55 miles an hour, but there's also no, no, no. It's like a 2-lane highway, if you will. Like it's
Oh.
called a highway, but it's not like not really. It's not like cars randomly. But okay, so like oddly, like my husband made me just realize And I'm like, oh my God, yes. It kind of reminds me of Pet Cemetery. Y'all see that road? Y'all better not go down that road. That's what it kind of reminds me of, right? And so that's
Oh.
how the road is, like where my grandmother lived. But no, like very deep south, like very deep southern accents. And just being down there for like weeks at a time, like a couple months. And yes, I have adopted a southern accent, and it's weird and it's crazy and it takes a while. It took a while, not take. I haven't been down there in years, but it took a while for like my regular dialect to come back. It was so strange, but yet
Yeah,
fun, I
I
guess.
can literally, if I'm hanging around somebody for a good amount of time, I remember I had one teacher, and it depends on the level of their accent too. Like, if it's just like sporadic, it's
Yeah.
not as like quick for me. But if
Yeah.
you have like a
It's not as
really
like
heavy accent,
yeah.
I'll end up just like unknowingly doing it, and
Yeah.
it's wild.
Yeah.
It's
Do you
wild.
have a
But
favorite accent? I have a favorite accent. I just like I don't know, I have a favorite accent.
okay, what's your favorite accent?
I love my favorite accent. It's well, okay, there are two total sides of the spectrum, like just like me, but no, but I like southern accents, like the cowboy, like twangy accents.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like, and probably because of like Bluey, but I like Australian
Australia.
accents. But I
I mean,
think
I
I've
feel like
always like
Australian
Crocodile
accents
Dundee and
are
like Steve
basically like
Irwin.
Southern. It's like their version of our Southern.
Maybe
So
that's what it is.
I
Yeah,
think that
because
makes a
I
lot of
like the
sense.
like southern. Yeah, I do. But and I've always like like an Australian accent. But like I was saying, like Steve the Crocodile Hunter, Crocodile Dundee. Like I've always liked Australian accents. So yeah, those are my favorite. Do you have a favorite?
I like British accents. I can't do
British
one,
accents
but I
are.
like
I feel
hearing it.
Yeah, no, they're nice. They are nice, but I do feel like I hear it a lot only because, the whole like British invasion and blah 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 blah. Like it's more of a pipeline, I guess, with entertainment or whatever.
A
But
pipeline.
yeah, like
Well,
yeah.
I remember when who was it? What's that kid's name? Intris Alba. When I heard him speak in his like
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
accent, I
yeah.
was so like blown. I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell?
Me
But I
too.
also I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
the Spice Girls, so like it had to be
Oh,
Cause the
yeah, like Jerry and
Clouds.
Scary, Mel B and all those girls.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Posh
you
Spice,
know
Boy
what? She
Spice.
does have a nice accent. Scary does. I like her accent and Posh. Yeah. I love Posh. She's just so classy based.
So but I loved
She
them
is
all.
so posh.
Jerry was one of my favorites. I loved Jerry and I loved Scary Spice and I loved
Yeah.
Posh. Those were my three favorites. Emma
Yeah.
was alright and so was Sporty.
Yeah.
Like I could have done with them, but
I don't like really
I liked them
remember
all
the
together
sporty
though.
one. Like I can't
She was
see
the
her
one with the brown
face.
hair and she was like super skinny. Well, she was
I
brown hair
kind
that
of
wasn't
remember,
Posh.
but I can't remember like her face. That's insane.
Oh.
I'm like trying to
I
picture like
clearly
her face.
could see
I
her
cannot
face, so
see
I
her
don't
face.
know. I don't know how
You
to.
can see you can
I
see
don't
her
know how to
face.
describe
That's
it.
crazy. Yeah, I can't.
Like I hope I never have to get into a situation where I have to describe someone like, well, what did they
Oh my
look
gosh.
like?
Do
I'll be
you
like,
have
he
what
looking
is it
like a
called? Like
man.
face blindness. You have like face blindness. Is
If
that
I
what it's
saw
called? I
the,
think it's called like face blindness.
I don't know. If I saw the person, I could clearly say that's them
Yeah.
or no. But like, if you ask me to describe
Yeah.
someone, I have no idea. Like, it's a
You're
person.
like, ugh, no. Yeah, like
They have a
it's a
face.
man.
They have a face.
And a nose and a mouth and some eyes and some eyebrows
Do you remember
and
that there was like
you know.
a video or something, and he was like trying to describe the person, and then they were like, "Well, what did they look like?" And he was like, "Well, he's black. He's black. Is that what you wanted to hear?" Or something like that. Oh my god! I wish I knew
No,
how
I
to
don't remember
describe it
that.
better. Oh my god.
I do
Because he
not
was
remember
like
that.
trying to like describe the person
Oh,
without giving like a
describe him
color.
without like just yeah. Yeah. Oh.
So finally he got
Oh.
so frustrated, and oh my god, I don't.
That's
Well, I don't know.
funny.
This is probably. Not, I don't know if you can talk about that. So I'm not gonna talk about that. Anyways, I'll have to
Oh,
run that
yeah.
by S dot.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. So I was doing homework, so I just checked the chat. Yes, baby. Mob Wives. I did watch Mob Wives. Big Ange. Oh, rest in peace. Oh, she was just an incredible creature. I loved her.
She was a preacher.
I did.
Wait, what?
Creature.
Oh, Creature. I'm like, wait a minute. When did Big Angie become a preacher? Because I don't remember that.
No, she wasn't a preacher. Creature. And I mean that in the best of ways. I loved her. Oh my gosh. Oops, sorry.
Listen, I remember Mob Wives, but I don't.
I'm trying to answer these dumb questions. Oh, I'm sorry. What did you say about Mob Wives?
No, I remember watching it. I think I liked that skinny girl, Drea. Was it Drea?
Yes. Yep. Drea. Yeah.
I liked her. I liked her personality.
With,
she was
Karen.
feisty. I liked that.
She was like really. She just didn't give a. She was just like whatever. Yeah. Yeah. I like her.
But she felt like real, so I liked her. And then obviously I like housewife stuff, and I obviously like New Jersey. And I can't wait for them to come back. I'm curious to see how it's gonna be.
When are they? I feel like it's been a long time.
It has been a long time, but you know what? I think it's been a long time because I think they've been trying to push the whole like Teresa Melissa thing, and Teresa said, "No, I'm not. I'm not. No, thank you."
Yeah.
And I honestly don't blame her.
I don't either. I don't either.
Aw, Tiff, you give off Italian Jersey vibes.
Oh, do I? Oh my god. Okay, so I could see it because I do. I talk with my hands, and I can see. That is so funny. I can see it. I can see it. I
I don't know. I haven't been around enough Italians to know. I mean, I guess like Jersey, but yeah, yeah. If you like it, I love it.
Yeah.
Jersey, that is cool. Like I love Jersey, but I only like certain people on there. Certain people annoy me.
Who do you like?
Well, I like Teresa. Obviously, for me, anyways. I like Teresa, and I like Jen.
I used to like Teresa.
Oh yeah, I can't deal with Teresa slander.
Oh God. Okay.
I love Jen. Who could you like? You can't tell me you like Marge.
I love Marge.
Oh, I am so disgusted. How? Like, okay.
I do. I love. She gives
but wait, but you didn't like
energy.
But you didn't like the Salt Lake City girls. How do you like Marge?
I don't know. I just do. But no, those Salt Lake City. Number one, that lady with the face. She looks like Jigsaw. That was weird.
Not the lady with the face. They all got faces, babe.
The lady with the face. You know the face. You know the face.
You talking about Jen?
You know the face. I don't know. Who's the one with the face? I didn't.
Girl, I don't know. I don't know.
No, the one that went to prison. The one that went to prison.
Oh yeah, that's Jen. That's Jen. I remember
the
first time it came on, and I was like, "Oh yeah, it's on." You're like, "Oh, I cannot do that." I was like, "Oh no." I was like, "But I loved it."
I remember that conversation.
I loved it so much. And you were like, "No, absolutely not. I'm never watching that again."
Like, how did you like it? Like, did we have the same show?
But babe, you like Marge, so like. I don't think we have the same taste. But you know what's wild? So like I'm in like Facebook.
No, I think we have similar. I think we have similar things that we both like in our like own way. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, we could like the same things in the same realm of like what it is or whatever, but like we will do something like in our own way, like that's.
Oh yeah, and obviously that's
because
great.
I do think we do like a lot of similar things. I do definitely think that, like, and feel that way. Or yeah, that's.
I'm so blown that you like Marge. Like that's so wild to me. Like it's so wild.
I do. I like Marge. I like Marge. I like Marge. I do. I do.
Well, I mean, that's fine. But anyway, I can't wait for them to come back. But it's so funny because I'll be in this Facebook group, and then like depending on the
a Facebook group for the show.
Bravo, yeah, for Bravo.
Okay.
Bravo, effing Bravo. Yes. So
is that the group?
Oh no, that's not the group. It's like I don't know. I'll send them to you. But
Oh,
'cause I don't know them. I don't know them off the top of my head. But like so like I'll be in that group and like people will say these things and I'm like, what the heck? Or like I'll agree with somebody on one thing like from one show, but then another show I completely disagree with what they're saying and I'm like, dang, like
Yeah.
none of us have this like I like we're all and it's like it was clear to me it's like everyone's watching the show differently, right? Like I'm watching it with my own perspective. You're watching it from your perspective. You know, all these people are watching from theirs. And it's just like, how are we all watching the same show and all taking away completely different things? But then it's also like, there has to be production in these Facebook groups because the way they like try to push a narrative in these groups, it's like, y'all are either dumb or like your production. Like, I'm confused. But, you know, obviously I have strong opinions. So, like... And then, do you watch Potomac?
Yeah, I watch Potomac.
Okay, who's your favorite on there? I'm like almost scared to ask.
No, I don't know if I have like a favorite. Right now, I would say my favorite would.
Okay, is there someone you just don't like? Oh my god, don't like?
I don't like Wendy anymore.
Oh my god, I cannot. Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't like Wendy anymore. I don't like Ashley. Well, no, Ashley's been okay. Ashley's okay.
Babe, what?
Who else is on there? I don't like Candace Well, I haven't liked Candace for a long time.
Babe, I think we should stop talking about this.
I don't like Candace.
Oh my god, okay.
Who else is on there?
Mia.
I do feel like Giselle
Karen.
is doing too much. Like, Karen, you know what? So, I have a love-hate relationship with Karen because sometimes Karen is like spot on.
I absolutely adore Karen.
Is like
so this is why I like Karen because she is foolish.
Karen gives me senile and I'm just like, Karen.
But Karen
really?
Gives you,
like, really?
Karen gives quality housewife. Delusional, like fun, like not, she doesn't take everything too seriously. Like she can joke with you, she can get upset with you, and then, you know, it's fine, right? Like I like Karen.
Yeah.
I'm on the, Ashley's messy, right? I don't care for Giselle, but it's only because like, to me, without her kids, she's boring. Like, I would just rather see her kids. I don't enjoy any scenes with Giselle, and I don't think she brings out any good qualities in any of the other cast members. Like, she doesn't make things fun. Like, she made Portia look horrible.
She does a lot. Yeah.
She looked like in that girls trip thing. Like, I normally like Portia.
I didn't watch the girls trip.
But the girls trip with Giselle and Portia being friends, I was like, ooh, I don't really like Portia now. Like, that's kind of ooh. But anyways, that's just my opinion. But I like Candace. I think that there is some things like I don't love, but I like Candace. I actually like Wendy and the new girl NECA. Like I'm so blown by her right now. Like I don't really have a good feeling for her.
Yeah, I feel like that's how I feel about I'm like,
and I hate that. And I like Robin. Yeah, I really like. What's crazy is I really like Robin, and I think without Giselle, she would be so great on the cast. Like. Without Giselle makes her so unlikable.
I agree. So, okay. So, I just thought about something. Yes. So, okay. Yes, I agree. Because, so remember last season when Giselle was like trying to throw that stuff out there about Candace's husband? Like, during like that prior reunion or whatever.
Yeah.
And when Robin went to go talk to them, like Robin, she was like, what I thought was so endearing, right, is the fact that yes, this is her friend, yes, they're cool, like whatever, but she felt like she was wrong and she spoke about that. She didn't, play the fence, any of that. And I love that because I feel like,
why I think she did that?
Why?
She did that because that, like, I think Giselle played Robin in that moment, right? Like, I feel
You
like,
think so?
because I think she knew all the stuff that was happening with that girl. And basically,
What
her
girl?
storyline with Juan's girl, the hotel and like paying for it and all that, that scandalous stuff that happened. She almost
Okay.
basically
Yeah, yeah,
mimicked
yeah.
that storyline, but just put it on Chris, right? And then, like,
Okay.
that would have been an
Yeah.
opportunity for Robin to say, oh, well, this happened to Juan, and, like, I trust him, but she didn't do that. Or they didn't show her doing that. Who knows, right? Because the way they
Yeah.
edit everything. So, like, I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Giselle is always going to throw anybody she can under the bus because she's trying to make
Under
sure
the
she gets on the
bus.
show.
Yeah.
And, like, right now, it seems
Yeah.
like she's trying to latch onto Ashley because she thinks that Robin may
Yeah.
not be there next season. That's my thoughts.
You think so?
I think that
You
Robin
think so?
should be. I like Robin. Like, I think Robin can be a team
Yeah.
player
I like
if
Robin
Giselle's not there.
too. Yeah.
Because
Yeah. I
Giselle
feel like,
leaving is the only way the
I
show
can
will
see,
actually
yeah.
change. But if they
Yeah,
keep
I can
Giselle,
see
then
that.
it's just going to be the same show.
The same
And
rigmarole. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
Because
I can see
even if
that.
they
I
get rid
can
of
see that.
Wendy and Candace, bet you what's going to happen next is somehow they're going to dislike NECA for something. And whoever else
Well,
they
I
think
feel
is
like Wendy's
whoever else is
trying
new.
to like rally the troops against NECA.
I don't think that. Like, okay, so why do you say that?
Well, because I just kind of feel like I know like she called your mom like a witch or whatever. And I know that like honestly I forgot. Like the one thing that stands out is the witch thing. And or like a shrine like a witch,
Yeah, yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Well,
And
yeah,
I
she
know
basically
you
said that she had a shrine that she was putting her name on, blah, 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 blah. But the
like hex
implications
on
in,
and all that
yeah,
stuff or
but the
whatever.
implications in their culture that,
Okay,
like, if
yeah.
someone's a witch, then they're shunned. And then they also had a news article that was, like, maybe 2 years ago about Wendy saying she
Uh-huh.
was Osu. So, like, for me, production is
Oh yeah,
very
I
wrong.
feel yes. Okay, I remember
Because,
that because like Osu has like a different like caste level, like you know what I'm saying, like
well, yeah, it's supposed to be
not
something, like,
caste as
lower.
in the
Yeah, yeah.
caste, but like the like the
Yeah, yeah,
economical
yeah.
blah blah blah. So like they're
Like,
supposed
they're
to be like
cursed or
yeah
something.
yeah I remember that now.
Yeah,
Yeah
so to
yeah
me,
yeah
I think
yeah.
production running with that storyline was very, like, stupid. But,
You think it
you
was
know,
stupid?
I think so. And then, oh my god, so Atlanta, they keep saying that, like, Kim Zodiac is coming back. I don't want that. Do you like her? Or,
Me either.
okay, well, at
Like, I
least
mean,
we're in
she was
agreement with
okay, like,
that.
at first. Yeah, yeah. She was okay, like, at first, like, the early, like, first season, because I was like, okay, white girl, like, I just thought it was cool.
Yeah.
But
Unless they're about to drag her, like,
nope.
unless they're going to drag her every. See, well, this is what I want. If they bring Kim back, I want them to bring an additional white
Mhm.
girl, and I want that white girl to drag Kim every single chance she
Yeah,
gets.
but who would, well, I guess there are, like, prominent
There are
white
white
women
people in
in
Atlanta.
Atlanta. No, not
Kim
people,
Zodiac
girl.
isn't the
I
only
said
one.
I said prominent white women, like women who have like the the economical
Now you trying to
stats,
tell me
right,
that
to be
there's
on
no
the show.
status white woman that's married to a black man of status? Like, there's got to be a white woman that is
I
married to
mean,
a
there's people like that everywhere. Like,
right,
yeah, so I'm sure there is, but
but
also though, who would expose themselves because like once you're on a reality TV show, you open yourself up to all kind of like
craziness,
you know what it is. Like, look how we're
craziness.
discussing. You know what I'm saying? People
Wendy, yeah,
digging
yeah,
up
yeah,
stuff and doing all that stuff.
yeah. That's crazy.
So you know what I mean? Like, so who would really do that? So, but I mean, yeah, that would be interesting. Shake it up. But honestly, I kind of like who's left on Atlanta. It's sure. Well, who I don't know who's
I
coming
think
back. We're
it's
like going
Kenya
off
and
last
Portia so
season.
far. Kenya and
Oh,
Portia so
Portia's
far.
coming back.
That's what they're saying. But then there's also all this stuff coming out about
Oh,
Simon.
that's
So it's like, ugh,
interesting.
why would you come back when all this is coming
What's
out? I'm so
going on
confused.
with Simon? What's going on with
Supposedly he was
that?
a scammer or something, or
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes. I don't even know if it's true, but if it is, yes. He did that shit. Sorry.
allegedly.
Allegedly. But
But
okay,
who
I'm
knows?
so
But
sorry.
like, that's the part I don't understand. I mean, I guess make your money off of it or whatever, but it's just like if you're gonna
I
come on the
I don't
show and
even
be
know what
like,
he did, honestly.
but if you're
But
gonna come on the show and not want to talk about like whatever's going on in your life, like just save it. Like I don't. I'm
yeah.
so tired of them coming on
Yeah,
here
like
and then be like,
listen, I'm
"Oh, I can't
scamming.
talk
I
about
don't
any of
want
this
people to
stuff."
know that.
Well, that's
I
what
don't
is killing
I
me.
work for the government.
Why why would you come on a show if you're scamming
I
people?
work for the
That's so weird.
CIA. That is weird. But you know what? I swear to God, it's like people almost want to like showboat and like show
Yeah.
off and go, look what I have. Like, look at my diamonds and golds and furs and all of this.
I mean,
And like it's
honestly,
that hunger
that's
for
what
like
I want to see that. Like, I just want
fame
to
or
see wealthy
something.
people complain. Like, right now, I think the best one is Miami Housewives. Like, I want to see people like complaining about dumb stuff. Like that one girl who was
Yeah.
complaining about because one of the ladies was like, "Oh, don't you have a mortgage on your home?" And she was like, "I don't have a mortgage on my home," and they literally had a fight because of a mortgage. Possibly having a mortgage on the
You
home.
know what?
That's the kind of arguments I
How
want to
how
see.
but seriously though, like how wealthy like is it? What number is the lower tier number of what you need to have to like diss your friend or your coworker or partner by saying you have a mortgage? Like,
Well,
damn,
what's
that
funny is like
it's giving wealthy.
she wasn't even saying it like a diss because it was Larsa saying to like Lisa. She said something about him have like you guys have a
Uh-huh.
mortgage on the home, and I don't even know why she brought that up to begin with, right? But like Lisa flipped her shit. She was like, "Why we don't have a mortgage?" I mean, obviously I'm being dramatic, I think, but she was dramatic too. But like she was like, "No, we don't
Yeah.
have." Like
But
so
she took
upset,
offense to it though.
so offended,
But she took
so
that's what I'm
offended.
saying, she took offense to it, like,
But
but
I
how
loved
rich
it.
do you have like, I
I
need to
loved
know
it.
that number. Give me the lowest number of how rich you are, where it's like, "You have a mortgage." "No, I don't, because, bitch, I'm rich." What's that number? I need that number.
I mean, I don't know. Put
That's
that
the
number.
number I wanna see.
That's the number you want in
If
that bank
anybody
account.
knows that number, tell me what that number is.
I don't know. Well, she was married at the
Oh my
time and
gosh.
going through divorce now. So I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess you probably could see her court. Can
Y
you see
Oh, so
people's
it's
divorce
like,
stuff? I'm sure somebody buys stuff like that.
um
Anyways, I
You
don't need to say it,
probably
but
Oh, yes, I forgot. Okay, yeah, sorry.
oh,
I'm finishing up my homework, but yes,
oh yeah. What
Jersey
does it
Shore,
do?
I did. Yes. Yes.
What does it do by
Hmm. Oh, 11:59.
11:59?
I
Yeah.
got it. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's
I
the
got it.
question?
I got
Maybe
it.
we can.
I got
Oh, is that cheating? That'd be cheating, probably.
it. Oh, so remember I told you about like the visits for like the gym or whatever?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And we had to like go in. So it's basically like, what are the strengths you saw in the facilities? What are the weaknesses? What are your expectations as a trainer to work in those facilities? What do you think the future of personal training in fitness facilities, as well as in private gyms, may look like post COVID-19 limitations? Which that question is very interesting because everything's normal, or like not normal, but everything's open. Like everything
Well,
limitations have
I
been
would
lifted.
assume they would have
So,
more like staff to like make sure things are wiped down.
oh yeah, like
Maybe a
cleaning.
better
Yeah. Yeah.
protocol for like
Okay. Yeah.
cleanliness. Even though you had to
Yeah.
tell
Oh,
people to
maybe.
wash
Yeah.
their
Okay.
hands,
Okay. Yeah.
which is wild.
Or
Uh,
like maybe they walk around telling people to like wipe the machines down, like,
yeah, or
yeah,
like
I
if
don't
you're sick,
know.
don't come to the
Like
gym.
you're going to get
Or
COVID in your butt if you don't wipe this seat off.
well,
So
I mean, I
wipe it
think you
off.
can. I think there's other things you can catch. I don't know what other people have.
That's true. That's another reason why I rather just work out on my own equipment, because like I don't know. I have gym anxiety. Like I don't Nope, I just rather do everything in the comfort. I rather do everything in the comfort of my own home, but definitely like the gym, because I just feel like I don't
Well, I mean,
know. I just feel
your
like,
privacy won't be invaded because you won't have to worry about your husband like
yeah.
recording you in an unflattering
Oh, and
position
then
and then
posting
like
it to like
posting
laugh
it on
at me or
social
something.
media
Yeah.
and being like, "Can you
Yeah.
believe the people in this gym?" Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Anything
same.
for clout.
Yeah.
Anything for clout. People are ridiculous.
And
Ugh.
that's what they are. And I could never do that to somebody. Like, even if I have, like, if
Yeah,
I
I
were to
would make
take
fun of them
footage,
while I
even if
was
I,
there with my friend and get like, and that'd be it.
oh my God,
Just
yes. Like, you
joking.
can people watch or whatever. Right, right. But no, like, I would always try to either blur them out or like crop it in. You know what I'm saying? Just to like, cause I just kind of feel like I wouldn't want my kids put on like YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like even if it's
Ugh.
inadvertently, I
Yeah.
don't want my babies on there. So
I mean, it's
yeah.
so hard because like it's like I do post on social media and I post like with myself with my kids. So it's like
But I
there's
was
gonna
gonna
be a
say
time
you have
unless
like
I put
separate.
everything on like private. It's like
Mhm.
I don't know, like that. I
Yeah.
think that's another reason why it's hard for me to do social
But
media because
you
most of my
also
life
like
is revolved
separate. You
around my
have your
kids.
separate.
I
Right.
do,
Well,
but it's so
right.
stressful.
And you is it stressful? So that's why.
Well,
So
for
this is
me,
why
because like
I
I want to do
never
it.
post the kids. I can't even handle like I want to grow my Instagram and I want to grow my YouTube and I want to grow that's it. Just like my Instagram and my YouTube. And TikTok I do want to do more of, but that's just like more for like fun and just to I don't know, keep
I
I
just
don't
want to
know,
make money
whatever.
off of social
So
media. However,
same.
that's possible.
So basically same. So but basically what I want to do is I want to be able to like master those. I can't concentrate on
One.
both of them. I cannot do it. I have to concentrate on just one. And it's like I plan for like one and then once I get that like oh so what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to start batch filming
Mm.
because I'm going to start batch filming my yoga flows of my yoga videos and I'm also going to start batch filming like my one-on-one videos
Mm-hmm.
because I see it being very overwhelming for me and I want to be able to have a system that works with me and not against me and right now
Yeah.
my system is working against me like it's just not working. I can't sustain it. It's
Yeah.
very overwhelming. So yeah, I want to just like kind of build a system
Yeah, that makes sense.
from a physiology standpoint.
It is. It is
I'm sorry,
difficult.
I'm trying to finish this.
Well, don't be
So is
sorry.
there
You
do
think?
are I know we kind of go for like a couple hours, but because I did spend most of our stream doing this, if you want to stay later, we can, unless you have something to do.
Oh no, just go to sleep.
Yeah. Okay.
It just
Okay. We
depends
can
on
just sleep. I'm
as
almost.
yeah, no, yeah.
I know. Are the kids? Are they being? I know.
I
So
think they're
you
all
know,
asleep. He's
my
probably
baby's on
chillaxing.
here. Is he See, that is so. I hear mine, but like we really don't have a schedule. Oh my gosh! But no, we're trying to get it back together. We're trying to, wrangle it in. We're trying to wrangle it in, John. So yeah, we're we're trying to get them from a physiological. That's what I want to say.
Let's see.
Physiological
I can see
I'm
him on the
sorry.
camera.
But
Sorry.
I think
No,
they
it's turned
follow
off.
a more technical
He must be downstairs in the basement.
protocol.
In the basement. Boss. Yeah. I don't know what we were saying. Yeah, like sometimes I want to go to the gym, but then sometimes
Yeah.
then I'd have to
Sometimes
get
I
up, I'd
do
have to get
like
ready, I'd have to figure out what I'm gonna
get dressed.
wear,
Yeah. Yeah. And what I love about
and worry about my
working out from
kids.
home is you don't have to, right. But here's
I do
another
want to
thing
go to a
too.
yoga studio though. I'm gonna figure out a way to go at least
So
once a
I
month,
was thinking
and
about
a
that.
dance
If I
class.
had to choose
I said yes.
between a yoga studio or a Pilates studio, I would do the Pilates studio. I'm really starting to find a fascination with Pilates because it's like, it's like yoga on steroids, but it doesn't have the spiritual aspect of it, but why are they Oh
Because
my
love.
god, are they fighting? Baby, are they fighting? What's going on? Oh, I think he knocked down. Did Oh, okay. I think so. My second likes to build.
Build blocks?
Yeah, yep, the robots, and I think my oldest knocked it down. I'm sorry. So
Oh,
the young lady that Oh, this is so cool. Okay. So remember that summit that I was a part of that I added you to my email list?
mm-hmm.
And it's her, and so she knows that I'm trying to just jumpstart like everything, so she just sent me some information about like the like business related like information and links to these summits that she thought of me, and I just thought that was so sweet. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I need to finish. Time is like dwindling. Sorry. See, this is what happens. This is what happens.
You're so silly. Oh. But Essa, are the kids asleep? Are all the kids asleep? Ugh. It's 11:47. That's not too bad if they are.
Yeah, that's it. It's not. Do you have to go helping their clubs? Like
See,
check.
my husband.
I feel so bad. I'm like doing my homework on stream. I know you guys don't want to sit and watch me do this. I'm almost finished, I promise.
Just tell us your answers out loud.
I know, right?
Oh man, but I can't believe I'm the only person who has ice in their milk. That's so cool. Bella am.
That is so funny.
Nice, nice, nice.
I think.
Frequently used global. Let's see. Put
That's
something in the
okay.
chat. Oh man. Oh, who's this? Okay, sorry, I laid on the text. Oh, that's fine. Esta, is everyone still asleep? Or are they asleep? I just hate
Is
when they go to
everyone
bed
asleep?
early and then they like wake up and
And
then
then they
it's
wake
like,
up early. Yeah.
oh
Yeah.
man. Then they be wired. Oh my god. And then Monday, oh my god, I had so much anxiety. Which I did not
Why? What
realize.
happened?
Well, because like, so my daughter's best friend's mom texted me and was like, oh, like, what's your week like? And I was like, oh, we're free. And she's like, well, what's today like? And I was like, oh, we just have class at 4:30 for dance or whatever. So she's like, oh, is it okay if we come over by like 12:30? And I was like, sure, that's not a problem. And I was like, well, I'm not going to clean because like she's already seen my house. So I'm like, well, I'm just not going to
Mm-hmm.
clean. But I
Mm-hmm.
think like I was still kind of nervous about that. But
Yeah.
then they were there, and then it was like constantly the kids, like, kids being kids. And then my other friend,
Yeah.
they had like the day off for President's Day. And then she brought her child over, so we were all hanging out because it was like one kid left, but another kid was there. So then we were all hanging out.
Yeah.
And then I just did, I think like I have this thing where like I can't be around people for too long. like I need to have like a downtime.
You're like, okay, it's time for you to go now.
So no, I don't do that. Like I refuse to be the person to
No.
tell people to leave. Like I really won't. Like I won't tell people to go. I'll let them stay as long as they want. But like I
You
think that
would.
like I really will. Like I honestly despise when people are like, oh, okay, well, I'm getting tired, or like say something other than like, hey, can you just leave? Can you go?
Yeah.
I much prefer someone to tell me just to leave. But
Yeah.
so like that was hard, and then like, you know, we were trying to get to her class, and like I was like nervous about her getting to class on time. So then like I just was like so overwhelmed, and like other stuff that was going on. It's
Yeah.
just like like I just hate being so like anxious sometimes. It's so frustrating because then sometimes it's hard
Yeah.
for me to pull myself
It
out of
is.
it. So that's my
Yeah.
biggest thing. Like I can realize sometimes when I'm like going too far, but then it's like hard for me to be like, stop. I just keep on going.
Yeah.
So it's always frustrating. But yeah, that's why like on Monday I was like, I don't think I can do it. Like I don't know if I'm going to be capable to like be a functioning adult until like whatever. Because it just
Yeah. Yeah.
oh my god. And then like tonight I was like, because I told you like I was like super tired like all day, and then I was like, well, should I get a coffee? And then he was like, well,
Mhm.
maybe. And then my dad was like, no, because sugar. So I was like, oh, I don't
Yeah.
know if I should. Like, I just didn't want to be like jittery on here. And then I was
Yeah.
like, well, if I get a
Yeah.
coffee, if I'm jittery on here, and then if I can't go back to sleep afterwards, like, oh my God, that's just going to be such a bummer.
Yeah.
So, oh, what is this? Is this, oh my God. So my phone is like texting. So my
Oh.
phone said,
Did you put it
how,
on Do Not Disturb?
no, but like I was texting S dot, and then like while I'm talking, my phone was talking or like texting. It says, how Eden, so my daughter best friend's mom, like with your week like over other friend, like you people for too long. It's like it picked up like half the stuff I said. I'm just gonna send it to him in a text message. S dot, you got a text. What is this? What could you talk confidently about for 30 minutes with no preparation? Absolutely nothing. I don't think I could talk about anything for 30 minutes with no preparation.
Yeah.
I get bored too quickly.
So do I.
Like, I'll be trying to talk to people, and then, like, as I'm talking, I'm like, I'm done. Or, like, I
Yeah.
can't tell the same story multiple times. Like, I can only tell it, like, maybe once or twice, and if I'm telling it more than that, like, the story gets really told shittily. Oh, these are so cute. They have all blanket hoodies are on sale. And they're
They
anime
have
ones.
blanket hood.
Yeah, they're like,
What
I don't
kind of
know if
hoodies
you,
are they?
oh, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. They're like anime ones.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me see. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
Oh,
like
that's
Demon Slayer.
cute. Yeah. Oh, that's
They're
really
pretty
cool. Was
cute.
that like, what was that like Dragon Ball Z? I think I saw.
I don't know. I think they're, oh yeah, it might have been Dragon Ball Z. No,
Yeah.
they're all, I think they're all Demon Slayer.
Oh, are they? Okay, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. All Demon Slayer. My
Oh,
answer for,
excuse
bless you, my answer for everything.
Oh, excuse me. Oh my
Oh my.
goodness. My nose
Blessy,
is like
blessy.
itchy. Thank you. Thank
Your
you. Thank
nose?
you. Yeah, it's like itchy or something. Let's see. What do you think the
You
future
have to
holds?
put some water in it and blow. Get all the gunky
Oh,
out of
like a
there.
neti pot? Is that what you know how they like flush?
So, okay, so one time I was in a club in Florida, bless you, and I kept
Thank
sneezing.
you.
I kept sneezing, like back to back to
Yeah.
back to back to back. And this girl was like, go into the bathroom, take some water, sniff it, and then let it go.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to die. I'm not doing that. And she was like, no, just trust me, do that. So I'm like, okay. So I did it, and then it cleared it up. So like all the, like whatever was irritating my nose, as soon as I like put the water in there, it just came right out. I needed a neti potty. I just literally had to sniff water, but I guess be careful so you don't die. But this is not an advertisement.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Before I forget, so when you do your yoga, you should have like a disclaimer on the videos, like practice at your. I always see on like yoga videos where they have like this little like speech that they have in the beginning.
Yes.
And like I meant to tell you this a while ago, and then I was like, oh, and then I would forget. So now that like, we're kind of like in that wavelength, to throw that out there.
So, just to let everybody know, I just submitted my assignment with 3 minutes to spare. Yes.
Good job, kid. Good job.
Yes.
Good job. Estat said, what? Yeah, sent you that random ass.
Oh my goodness.
Massage.
Yes. So I wanted to apologize. I am so sorry that I was like doing that. And I'm sitting up here, I'm telling myself, I was like, oh, I can get it done in an hour. Like, yeah, no, I didn't realize how involved it was. But I got it done.
That's good. I'm glad for you.
Thank you.
And we all can tell that it got done at a certain time because it was recorded.
It was. Yes, I have proof. I have two what are they called? Timestamps.
That part. And witnesses, like at least 3 viewers. So
yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. So, that's another thing too. Speaking wait a minute. Hold on. Where did I go?
Huh?
Where am I? There we are.
Oh.
So, speaking of our view. Oh, wait. Am I?
No, you're here.
Okay. Yeah. Speaking of our viewers, sorry. I want to start like promoting our show like a lot more, like on TikTok and on like Instagram and Facebook and all I tried on
Facebook. We have a little
I did. You know what? I posted. So I do this a lot, and I do this for my mental health. But I will post something and then just not even go back to it. I don't have on my notifications because, oh my God. I posted. I was that today or was it yesterday? I think it was today. I posted and I never went back to it. So let's see.
What'd you post? Like on Facebook?
I posted. Yeah, it was the one where. Oh no, I feel like I did go back to it because I feel like I responded to you, but now I can't. Hold on. Where's my post? Okay, yes. Or wait, no, I didn't. And it was a day ago. It was yesterday. I posted. So, yeah, no. Oh, you know what? Maybe we talked on our page for the show.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I think that's what it was. But yeah, I posted on there. I posted on my Facebook about it.
Yeah, and then I posted there, and then I posted on my Facebook where I was like, it's the year of showing yourself or being seen or some blah, blah, blah stuff. And then I posted the time frames that we'd be up.
Oh,
but
that is so cute.
That's the most I can do right now. Like parts of me wants people I know to be in here, and parts of me is like, no, thank you.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get it. I mean, I totally get it.
It is what it is. It would be nice.
Yeah,
it'd be nice to see people that We know. Up in here.
Yeah.
Up in here.
Well, up in here, y'all gonna make me act a fool.
Oh my god. You know,
Here.
I just like, I think my biggest thing is like, I don't want anybody to like annoy me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like
Yeah.
the worst. Anyways, it's like, how do you
You
want to
are
be
not.
something and then like,
You are not the worst.
everything okay? Yes.
Hmm.
As that's like Instagram message. Oh, and if you look on your Instagram, you probably have like a bunch of messages from me.
Oh, I will. Okay, yes, I do. I am going to start. I know. I think I told you yesterday that I am going to start like posting like a lot more. So that is still the plan. And I was supposed to post something today, but I didn't. I don't know why I didn't schedule it. Like silly me. But I also like rendered myself unconscious today. I slept so good and so long. Like I was up and then I went back to sleep. I was no, I got up. I was texting with Cece, and then I after I text her, I like answer her question. And then I think we like liked each other's text or something. And then after that, I passed out. I was like, "Oh my god." And then when I woke up, I texted you. And I was like, "Why did I just wake up?"
Oh,
Like, "Oh
yeah,
my
like
god."
I wish like I'd been up for a while. So tired. And then
Were
even when I was
you?
trying to take a nap, like
Yeah.
my youngest was having such a difficult time like being asleep.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah.
poor
Oh,
thing. Like
poor
I don't want to put her
baby.
business out there, but like
Yeah.
it was rough.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
rough.
Yeah.
But she's so cute.
No, my baby, she is so cute. She is. My baby, who's also so cute. But my baby,
Yeah.
she actually she has her girl, she has her moods and she Ooh, Miss Anne, Miss Anne. You know what? There's a funny story about that name. So when I was a little girl, I guess I was just as strong-willed as my daughter, and my father, my dad, that took care of me, my dad that passed away, he would always call me Miss Brown. And
Hmm.
like it, that was just my name. Like, especially when I got in my moods, he'd be like, Miss Brown, Miss Brown. So I don't know what I just started calling Macaulay Miss Ann, and I never thought about that. And it wasn't until my baby like made me realize like that like she's your Miss Brown, and I'm like, oh my god, she is. Like I didn't even realize, but yeah,
Aw.
she
Yeah.
is, and she's very ooh honey, she is very strong willed. She is very ooh yeah,
What's her
she's
sign again?
Aquarius.
Oh,
According
Aquarius. Oh,
but
Aquarius. Yeah,
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 she's an
yeah.
Aquarius. Yeah,
Oh, so then her birthday
she's
was just. Has her birthday happened yet?
yeah, on the 5th. Yep.
Oh, fifth. Oh my God. Happy birthday. I feel like I missed
Yeah.
that.
I thought, you know what? I didn't even realize that we didn't talk about it or anything. Yes, yes, yes. She just had a birthday. Yeah, she's 3. Oh my gosh. And you know what's awesome? She is very like she's like her language skills, like linguistically, she's so like she's like dad, no, she said daddy, come here, come here. And he's like, why do you want me to come here? It was so cute. But like just hearing her talk, especially over the last, like, like week or so, like couple weeks, like it's been crazy just like watching her like grow and just, get smarter. And she's so independent and she knows how to do a lot of things like on her own. And I just love her. Like
Yeah. I
she
think
just
like
gives me life.
one of my favorite things about my youngest is like watching her play by herself, like with like the dollhouse and
Yeah.
like hearing her like,
Yeah.
or she doesn't even have to have a dollhouse. She just has like like a couple dolls, and then she'll just be or just
Yeah.
any two things, and then we'll just be talking with them. It's just so freaking cute. And then yeah, it's like all of them. Like I love seeing how my oldest thinks about things and like his brain
Yeah.
and how it works, and then obviously my
Yeah.
middle one is like me, Like
Yeah.
she is the one that I feel like will always keep me in check. She sets up crime scenes.
Yes.
She sets up crime
I feel like
scenes.
that's my youngest.
Yeah, she
Yes.
sets up crime
I feel like
scenes.
that's my youngest. No,
Like, oh my god.
that is funny. That's funny.
Yeah,
That's
so I just love love how I love seeing them grow up, and I like,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it's just hard getting through it. It's just hard getting through
Yeah.
it.
It's very hard getting through it. I feel like yeah, sometimes, I am
She
in
did
those
what?
moods where I don't want to.
She had Peppa Pig
Oh,
fall off a ledge and Bingo was laughing.
that is too funny.
Wild.
That
And
is
then like,
funny.
so she has a smile like S dot too, like the way, like, and she is always cheesing, always
Yeah.
cheesing. It's like, ugh,
Oh,
she's so cute. So
that
just
is
like,
so
like
adorable.
they all are so cute
That
to
is
be
so
honest.
adorable.
Oh my
They
god.
are. They are.
They're just
They are
funny
super cute.
kids. And then I was like stressed out about something, and then my oldest was like, you know, maybe you should just take a breath.
Oh,
Do you need to breathe?
oh.
Like, you don't go sit down. Yes, I'll go
I
breathe.
love that. I love that. I love that. I love that.
I
I
love the
love that. So my
reminders.
oldest, yes, yes. My oldest, he's in therapy and well, he's in two forms of therapy. He has his psychotherapy, which is essentially talk therapy. And then he has his ABA therapy, which is in
Oh, balloons just happened. Congratulations.
So, Apple, this is what I need for you guys to do because I know I'm a part of your little beta thing. I get it. I get it. I just updated. I don't even know what Mac OS this is, but this is what I'm going to need you guys to do. Leave things well enough alone. Why am I having balloons and thumbs down and hearts? I love the hearts. The balloons look kind of cool, but no. Like,
So wild. I
but
wonder
yeah, so
why it did it. I feel like if I knew
you know what?
why, it would make a little bit more sense. But
And
there's
I have
no.
an alert. Oh, I have another software update. So right now I'm on Mac OS Sonoma, but I'm not gonna do the update. I think I'm gonna sit this one out for a little bit. Oh no, I am up to no, it's thinking about it. Anyway, I think I'm gonna sit this one out for a little bit. So but yeah. So I'm a part of Apple's like beta testing community,
Mm-hmm.
which I mean, it's fine. It's okay. It's they roll out like whatever features or like patches, bug fixes, whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, you know, they send it out like pretty regularly. So with like 17 I was able to use it. I think it is it 17 or 6. I can't remember which one. But yeah, it's cool. I said all of that to say it's cool. Oh, I have a software update on my
Well,
phone.
maybe you can
What
send them an email
happened?
or something. Like,
No, I think on yeah, it's 17.4, but I feel like it's a setting. I feel like it's a setting. Because you know how do you ever have you so okay, we have Apple TV and what happens is when you're FaceTiming, it actually will try to like bring your person in to watch like in our case it's always Bluey. But or most of the time it's Bluey, but they'll ask you so each episode instead of like that ready play, like when you're watching something and it's like the next episode, it'll stop and say like do you want to play this for only me or do you want to share it with the person that you're FaceTiming with? And it's called share play. I have turned off
mm-hmm.
share play on I swear every device and I feel like it's off on the TV. But I also I just feel like I need to go in and double check, but I hate the like I don't some of the like little nuances of Apple. Like I get it, you want to make like I love the ecosystem, I do, but
Mm-hmm.
it's also like kind of like I don't know, it's kind of annoying. And unlike Android, you can't really, from what I remember of Android, you know how you can like deep dive and like kind of like go into like and do things with your settings without rooting your Android. Like you can't do that on native Apple. So, it's
Oh,
kind of like you're stuck. But it's like little things like that. Like I want to just
deep dive it. Well, Belle asked, do you get
yeah.
discounts for that? Like, do you get
Do I get
discounts for being,
discounts?
yeah, for being a part of the beta testing?
Oh, yeah, no. No.
Oh, I
No.
think that's
No.
so silly. I hate
No.
when they'd be like, so okay, so like I like doing those like reviews for stuff as long as you get like a
Yeah.
product or whatever. That's nice, but then I feel like they always be
Yeah.
hassling you. Watch them be like, never give me anything ever again
Yes.
later. But like I feel like they be hassling
Yeah.
you, and it's like, dude, all you're doing is giving me a free product, and like you want me to test it, and like
Exactly.
you're like trying
Yeah.
to
Like I
force me
need
to
to
hurry
test
up.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
like
Yeah.
forcing me to
Yeah.
hurry up. It's like
That's why,
stressful.
like, honestly, I I used to like do it more often than I do now. There are certain things that I still will review, but like yeah, I try because it is like you said, it's like, come on, like you want me to test it. I can't test it in a day. Like at least give me like a week or two, like a week at least, especially depending on what the product is. Like skincare, I can't use a product for a few days and give an honest review.
You know,
Like I just
honestly,
can't.
I agree. Like, I think like what they should do is say, I don't want a review. I want a first impression, right?
Right,
So, like, if
yes,
I think if they
yes.
said, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'd like a first impression," then I would feel like, okay, let me as soon as I open up, like, what do I think about it? Like, whatever, whatever.
Yeah.
Because the fact that you're telling me,
Yeah.
okay, give me a review, then it's like, okay, well, I should wear it for a while. I should wash it. I should,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
go outside in it again. Like I just,
Yeah.
but there's never enough time for that.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
Yes.
and then it's like,
Yes.
yeah, then
Yeah.
post it on your social media, then post it here, or don't, because there's some places where they're like, don't do that. But like,
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know.
I know my place doesn't want us to post on socials.
Yeah, it depends because there's a couple different ones I'm in. Some want you to post, and then because like
Mhm.
there's one I did, for like the hair color, I did a review for it on
Mhm.
YouTube, but like,
Mhm. Yeah.
like when I submitted it, like it looked weird when I submitted it, but then like I got a message talking about like they didn't accept it, so then I was like, oh, okay, so I guess I
Yeah.
can't do YouTube reviews because I'm so confused. And then when I messaged them, they're
Yeah.
like, oh no, it was perfect. It was like an auto deny or auto this, whatever. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, if you say so.
Yeah.
It's like I still feel
Yeah.
like you're lying, but
No.
now I'm
Yeah.
paranoid.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. No. No. Yeah. So I'm not gonna lie to you. I sorry. Oh God,
Oh,
it literally just escaped me. I hate it when that happens because
what?
I also just picked up my phone. But oh, so sorry, baby. I didn't see um your text because I have it on do not disturb, but he also mentions my carrot hot dogs. Remember we were talking about like veganism and stuff,
Uh
and
huh.
I did a couple years ago I made hot dogs from carrots. And I mean, it was a carrot hot dog, but it was good. Like it was good. It was good.
Okay, well that
But it
sounds
was
like a
still a
YouTube
carrot
video.
hot dog. You are so right. You know what? I still have like that imposter syndrome because I'm like, who wants to like listen to like my ideas and stuff? But and then like I'll share something with someone and they're like, "Oh my god, like that's so cool that you like do that." And I'm like, "Oh, like I'm just like, "Oh, okay." Like I don't ever think I'm like
Oh,
cool
and
enough to
Stop
like
said he's
show
gonna try to
stuff,
figure it out too. Maybe you
Oh,
could send him the recipe.
I will. I definitely will. No,
We could trick.
it
We could
was
trick our.
tasty.
We could trick one of the kids into eating it.
The babies. I was gonna say you're gonna trick the babies,
Yeah, the
but
oldest.
I'm gonna
Well, then who won't eat?
text.
We'll trick somebody. We'll trick me. But yeah, like
I'm sorry.
but that's the thing too. It's like, do you want everything to be content? Like, is every opportunity a content
Yeah.
moment? Like,
Yeah.
it's or like, you
Yeah.
know, that's the only thing that's hard.
Yeah.
Sorry, I cracked
Yeah.
my
Oh no, you
body.
are good, honey. No, but especially because like I get like I guess I consider myself like private. So because I'm so private, it's like,
Okay.
I want to show like more things, but because like I'm always with the kids or it's kind of hard to like and then like because I learned how to blur their faces, so I've done that in a couple of videos. But then I'm like, is that like obnoxious? Like nobody cares like about my kids, so should I just cut like them out? You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't
So
know
yeah,
if it's obnoxious, but like, you know what I
yeah,
do find obnoxious? Like when people like
what?
like take a picture with their family, but then like blur their
Mm-hmm.
kids' faces out, but then post it on social
Mm-hmm.
media. And in my head, I'm
Yeah,
thinking,
yeah,
well, why did you post it on social media?
yeah,
Like what's the purpose? Like so
yeah,
we can see your
yeah.
clothes? Like I'm really not understanding. Like uh,
Yeah, like
just
what's the point of even posting? Yeah, no, I get it. I
or
totally
like
get
putting
that.
like
Yeah.
little heart
Yeah.
stuff on their kids'
Like
faces.
emojis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I'm just like
Yeah. I totally get that.
okay. Because like no one's I mean, I don't
Yeah.
know, maybe people are asking for your kids to be posted on here blurred
Yeah.
out or like whatever, but it's just now I could see blurring out other people's kids that aren't yours,
Totally. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like
Absolutely. I would absolutely blur out other people's kids for sure. For sure.
I try my best to either only get the kids that I'm with in a photograph
Yeah.
or and then also try to ask the parents that I'm with like, "Oh, is it okay if I post your kids on my social media?" And I have one friend that's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's fine, just don't tag me." And I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I never thought about that too. So Belle said she put hearts on her son's classmates' faces when I post him in school. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like
I would definitely do
that's
that.
more like especially if you haven't like asked their parents or like you don't know if their parents
Yeah.
okay with you having them on your social, but
Yeah.
I never understood the family photo with like people blurred.
Yeah, like where they
Like
blur. Yeah, because like yeah, like
they
what is the point
why did you
of
put the
even like
what's just take a picture of yourself and post it up if like I'm just so confused.
yeah. Yeah, no, no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Because it is
I'm
like, do
with
you go
you.
outside with your kids? Because like as soon as they see you, they're gonna see your kids. Like I don't know. I don't
Well,
know.
I think so like in my cuz I guess that can kind of apply to like me. Yeah, I don't think anybody cares that much. Like
Yeah,
when you're out. So like
probably not.
when no, I'm serious. I'm dead serious. Like I really don't think people care that much. So like with me like choosing not to have the kids on social media, that's social media. Like, we still have like a typical life. So yeah, you know what I mean? Like being out with the kids, like nobody cares.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like it's so hard because I don't know. It is weird. Like this world is so
Yeah.
weird. Like the way people do things is
Yeah.
weird. Like yeah,
Thank you. Thank you so very
I don't
much.
know.
I love you. I love you. Sorry.
A mush fest. Mushy, 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 mushy.
uh my second I hear him say, "Can I show mommy?" So now he's crying because he can't show me something.
Aw,
Yes, special delivery. Yes. Well,
that's
I had texted him. I was like, "Have like my drink in my glass, please." And like he came in, he's looking at me like this. He was like, "Hand in the glass." Why are they knocking on the door? So disrespectful.
someone's knocking on the door.
the kids are knocking on my bedroom door. Yep.
Oh.
All you hear is a knock. And then you hear my husband saying, "Go sit down." I just hear because his voice is really deep. Go sit
Mm-hmm.
down.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, that is
So
too
cute.
funny. It is. But you know what? Like honestly, like I know sometimes it's like very overwhelming and you like, I feel like I can't handle it and I feel guilty especially when I'm like complaining about it or not complaining but like voicing like, hey, this is what I'm going through. But at the same time, I wouldn't trade my life for anything on this planet. So it's like the trade.
It did it.
Why?
Well, the universe is saying
It's so
thumbs up to that.
distracting.
Thumbs up to that. Thumbs up to that.
Oh my gosh. Apple.
Oh my God.
Jesus.
So, like, I was talking to someone on the phone and I was like venting and I was like about to like say some like really rude stuff, not to them, but like about someone else. And then my phone just hung up.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, look at the Lord. He was like, he
Look
didn't
at the
want me to say.
universe. Yes. Yes.
They didn't want me to say
Yes.
that. So they were
Yes.
like, just disconnect. She don't need to say
Yes.
that. Disconnect.
Yes. Yes.
Because then
Yes.
the person
Yes.
I was on the phone
Yes.
with, she was like, I don't know what happened. I didn't touch anything. I was like, neither did I. I was like, I guess the Lord didn't want me to say what I was going to say. So I just shut
So,
my mouth up.
so I hate to like just switch subjects like this, but this just like reminded me. So with my surgery, you got to be like really careful. And
Oh,
I was
yay.
just drinking. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But I kind of drank a little too much and it literally feels like my belly is like super like stuffed and then as it like goes through it's like so I'm starting to feel better but oh my god, I hate that feeling. It's like that's one of the
Do you have to go potty?
nuances. No, 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 no. It's because my belly is so teensy weensy, So like if I drink too much like in one setting, like sometimes if I'm really thirsty, I'll like, take like a nice gulp and then sometimes that's a little too much for like my belly, my stomach. So
Oh.
it feels like I just drank like a gallon of water when in actuality, it was probably like, several ounces. Like, you know what I mean? Like if I'm like
Yeah, but I think I've
gulping.
always had that my whole life. So, like,
Yeah.
it's like a spasm, like a stomach challenge. Oh my God. Well, I've
It
never had that. I don't
is.
think I've had
Yeah.
that before.
No. No, that is a good like description of it
Analogy?
because like the
Analogy? Would it be an
feeling
analogy?
or yeah, that would be an analogy. Yeah, but that is a good analogy though because it like yeah, that describes exactly like physically what it feels like almost.
Mm.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
No, I just know I
Yeah.
can't drink a lot. Because if I drink too much, then I'm like, I've got to go to the potty. I've got to go.
So when I was a drinking woman, that's how it was. Especially like, how
When
when
you
you're
break the seal.
drinking and yes, when you break the seal, and then you're just pissing like a racehorse, and you know, it's like,
Yeehaw!
jeez.
Listen to some country now. Oh my God.
Oh my god, why did I just do it again? Oh Lord.
It
Mm, mm,
is
mm.
habits. Habit.
It is. It
A
is like
habit.
breaking habits. Habits are, they it tell it what do they say? Like the saying, I think it's like
Takes 30
it's
days to
what
break a
like
habit.
yes, yeah, yeah. So, take it works in progress, right? Work in progress. Yes. So really quick, I want to show you look what my my baby girl got me. So I got this was a present from Cece. Isn't that
Aww.
gorgeous?
It's
It's
cute.
rose quartz. I absolutely adore it. I was like, girl, this is amazing.
It is very cute.
Amazing. Thank you so much, honey buns. I love it. But
So cute.
yeah, it was so good to see her. And you know what? On my drive home, it made me think because I was like, I swear, maybe our husbands can let us do like, oh, thank you, boo. But maybe our husbands can do like a road trip or something. Like we can like plan something like a girls trip, like go to like cabins or something, you know? And I want to like I don't know, I want to like plan something like just to have like almost like a retreat or something.
Like a girls trip.
I want to
Like
do
I wanted to do like a yoga
Yeah.
retreat. I know,
I
like,
would love to do a
bye.
yoga retreat.
What you mean bye?
Oh my god. See, that sounds
Rude.
like something mine would say. That sounds exactly like that sounds exactly like something mine would say. Yeah. Look
Okay.
at your face. Oh, yeah, that is so funny. You know what? I think that what's mine from saying like bye that I think the kids would like, drive him insane. I'm telling you,
Well,
when
have
we
you ever
called
been
him,
away?
so the only time I have been well, kids, um, number two and number three, you know, and when I'm in Ann Arbor, so I had
Mm-hmm.
to go to Michigan for a it was a photography job out there. And so the only time I was away at that time was just my oldest. You know, he was younger. He was a toddler actually. But
Yeah.
yeah, so it was like the first time that I left him with him. We had a family reunion, but my husband couldn't travel because in the RNC and yeah, his work he was black, not blacklisted. I forget the term.
Black?
Basically, I know he was like he like like whatever
There's an issue.
consequences. Yeah, yeah. So it was literally like my mom ended up taking his place, and that was a show. And
Oh.
I'm quite sure he remembers that. Oh, it was fine up until it started off really good. It started off okay. It was tolerable. It started off tolerable. It kind of went down from there.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
So, but yeah, after that, I had him for like 6 months. Yeah, it
Oh
was.
my god, that's a
Yeah,
lot of
it
money.
was.
But
Yep. Yep,
well,
that's what
Scott,
happened.
I
But I
do
had
deserve it.
you too. Yes, absolutely. But I think that would be a really good idea. I think like, well, if you're into it, like I just feel like it would be really good for moms as wives to just kind of like do something like
Oh
for
yeah.
ourselves.
Well, moms or yeah, just have to be just be
No,
moms.
no, 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 no.
Oh,
If
okay.
you have like someone else that you want to, because I,
Okay.
I just kind of feel like, yeah, no, 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 no. They don't have to be moms at all. And I just kind of feel like I kind of want to start, and I was talking about this today at dinner, start like a women's like group where we actually, even if it's like an annual thing, where
Mm-hmm.
we all like get together, but in the meantime and in between time, like we stay in touch, camaraderie, we support each other. You know what I mean? And just have like a community of this like group of women that like we bond with or like whatever. But
Yeah.
it's kind of like what I want to like build. And I'm like really passionate about that. And I'm also really passionate about kind of giving back because when I grew up in very poor like area, the city was just just very big, and I want to like I wanted I was talking to my husband I kind of start with I used to work for a kind of organization taught photography to, the girls like in that area. I think they were between the grades of like 5th grade to like 8th grade. Yeah. So like, I worked with them, and then also through them, I also would go and do like an after school. There was an after school program here for these inner city kids, and I would teach photography to them. And yeah, it was really good, and I loved it. But I was pregnant with my second, and I think I told you about that scare that we had kind of midway through my pregnancy with him, but that happened while I was working for that organization, and yeah, I had to, basically wait on my rest, which kind of sucked, but I um, that I do have this experience that I had, and either going back through that organization, but some way somehow I want to go through, be able to kids like through the school, like have everything legal, backgrounds, all of that. But I want to be able to work with young ladies, it's kind of like give back.
Your long-term goal is to have like an organization franchise youth, basically.
Yes, yeah, girls, yes, absolutely, girls, yeah.
That's cool. But so you go from having a girls' retreat. Like, do you want the girls' retreat plan then? Like, you want
No,
to be
no. Actually, like switching gears. No.
Okay. I just making sure. Like, okay, like
this was like
my brain.
This was like, and another thing that I want to do is that.
Oh,
yeah,
cool,
no,
cool.
that's my gear
we're gonna
shifting.
Relax and then plan stuff.
No, absolutely not. No, my women's retreat, like whatever that is, I want to be able to, you know what I mean? Kind of like talk about like health, like activities or things that.
So you want to do like a yoga or a health wellness retreat?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. I mean, I think that
we get pampered like in a holistic way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thing that maybe we've never tried before.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I also would kind of like to go somewhere where, like, we just not be moms and that's it. Like, like.
Oh my God, yes.
Structure of like other people other than the 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 of us.
Listen, I don't want to think about planning meals. I want to think about keeping little people alive and healthy and well-rounded and emotionally. I don't want to think about any of that. I don't want to think about, pleasing my husband in all different facets of life, right? And I just want to like just Where did you think I was going with that?
I don't know. Where did you think you were going with that? I was just listening. I just heard like, please husbands in different facets of life, and I was like, okay, like, does my hair look orange in here? It looks orange in this light.
From here it looks red to me. But I'm also blind, so there's that. It looks red to me. It does. My lips are so dry.
But yeah, I would love to have a girls' trip where like it's definitely not like that movie, but like just a good time. And
did I see? That's when Tiffany had it.
Yeah, gross. Yeah. And ill to her too. Anyways. Just things. And yeah, I would like to do that. I don't know where I'd want to go though. I had no clue.
Yeah.
But I want to do something where I would even find just being in a hotel, just staying in like a little space.
Yes.
And like
absolutely.
Not really
maybe anywhere. Like if they have like a pool, maybe even. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That is actually. I
just don't want to have. Just don't want to be bothered. He like wants to do certain things, and part of me is like, ugh, I don't want to do any of that. Like, last time I went to Florida, what did you go? Busch Gardens? Oh my God, that's so much fun. I love riding roller coasters. This is my favorite. So it's so much fun. Roller coasters. So I want to do that.
Yeah.
But there's like a lot of things, and it's like I want to experience them with SDOT, not without. That's the only thing that's hard.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out like either we
That
have to wait until we're older kids to like
yes.
go, or like
Yeah.
having kids is just hard.
It is. It is like you're so responsible for them, and
Yeah.
but you also like love them, so like sometimes it can be a little sucky. It's like, oh, it's so worth it. But then it's like you want to just like pull your hair out sometimes. But then it's like, but then you're like, I don't even know. I don't even
It's
know.
like I don't understand when people are like it's all sweet or it's all there's good and
Yeah.
bad in the whole things are really bad. It's really perception. It's really being overwhelmed. It's really just life.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
Sometimes it's
agree.
hard when you're
I agree.
dysregulated. That's the biggest. But it's also hard to
Yeah.
be dysregulated. So,
It takes a lot of like that a lot of people unfortunately don't have. You know,
well, a lot of
yeah,
people
a lot of
aren't
people
taught
don't
it,
possess.
and even when
Yeah,
you are
yeah.
taught it, like
I wasn't. I definitely wasn't.
I feel like I have a
Definitely.
lot of self awareness, and I still fall like into the trap of like being
Yes. Yeah.
dysregulated, getting all
Yes.
overly emotional about things,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
realizing it later on. But that's why you have to be around people who
Yes.
like actually care about you and actually
Yes.
want your best interest, and you want their
Yes.
best interest, so that way
Yeah.
you can feel safe to make mistakes. I want my kids to feel safe to make mistakes.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Do I want them to
Absolutely.
make no? But if they're gonna make mistakes, I'd rather them do it with me, so that way they can at least have,
Yeah.
because I don't know. Like I know that a lot of people say like you shouldn't be your kid's friend, and I don't agree. I
I
feel
don't
feel
either.
like when people
Yeah.
say that, I want to hear them tell you what is a friend. Like,
Yeah.
how do
Yeah.
you define
Yeah.
friendships? Because like
Yeah.
the kind of friend I want to be and that I want
Yeah.
in my is the kind of person I want to be to my child. So like
Yes.
I
Yeah.
don't get it. So like
Yeah.
I would say like I want them to define what being a friend means to them,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's wild to me when people say
Yeah.
that. It's just wild.
Yeah. I know. I want them to be able to come to me with anything and not have like any reservations because of mom. You know, like
Well, they
I
can have
want
reservations, but I feel like regardless of the
but honestly,
reservations, I want them to still
right, yes, yes, yes.
to
Yes.
know that, at
Because
least to know
like
that we're a safe space, right? Like we're a place
yeah.
that like even if you do say did would
Yeah.
make me upset, that doesn't mean that like I won't be there for or like
Yeah.
help you work
Yeah.
through it.
And I may fuss the whole time, but I love you, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It is what it is. Like, I, you know, yeah, yeah. But you know what else too? I noticed, like, me, Pat, I oftentimes am so stuck on like not being like my mom that
Mm.
I do tend to be so relaxed to a fault, I think.
Mm.
Because especially with my oldest, because I just feel like I'm noticing that he gets a lot more from like structure, like having like almost rigid structure, you know? And yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I do agree. Like you have to tailor parenting to each child. I think some people
hmm
think that like you can be the same type of parent to every single child you have,
Yeah,
but that's not
no,
true. Like
no, no,
it's just not true. Each kid is
no,
different, and then what did they say? Like
absolutely.
even each kid has a different parent
Yeah,
too. So like we don't get the same. Like I didn't get the same parent as my brothers.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I, yeah, like, yeah, same. I definitely didn't have the same mother as my brother. Um, what's really funny about that though is she my mother tends to like she likes to rewrite history. She likes to you know, say things that happened didn't happen. She likes
Mm.
to you know, just deflect like either or she's just not talking about it at all.
Yeah.
And I definitely don't want to be that. Like I am the mom that says, "I'm sorry." I'm the mom that like if I make a mistake, I'm like letting you know, especially with my oldest because he has this like he's so fixated on like getting things wrong, like or making a mistake on something that oh gosh, if he makes a mistake on something, it's like complete and utter meltdown.
Yeah. My
Yeah.
oldest, he has sometimes he has like issues with like starting something if he's not
Mhm.
going to be able to do it properly. Baby, back. Oh gosh. Like with writing his name, like he's fine tracing it, but like when
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, well go ahead and like make attempt to do like to do it on your own, he gets like so
Yeah.
overwhelmed. And I'm like, it's okay if it's not perfect. Like it doesn't have to be
Yeah.
perfect. As long
Yeah.
as you're trying, that's all that matters. So I'm still
Yeah.
trying to on him with that, but like he does not want to try to do it without the lines like at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also him, so
Right.
and
Exactly.
we're
Yeah.
working at our own
Yeah.
pace anyways, so
Yeah.
that's why I keep trying to remind myself like we don't have to fit anybody's standard. We don't have to be like someone else's kid. We just have to do what's best for this kid
Yeah.
and do it in a
I
way where
agree.
he enjoys it.
Agree.
It's enjoyable for me too because I don't want to sit here and be yelling and screaming and getting
Yeah.
frustrated because he doesn't want to write,
Yeah.
and then now he's upset. Like that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And it's not fair to him, right?
No,
Like,
absolutely not.
you know, like, yeah. And then that, this is why our approach, because um, I don't want him to associate school or whatever we're working on with something negative because I'm, you know, frustrated or, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that at all. This
Yeah,
like my keeps do.
yeah, because I know there was a girl on TikTok who was talking about homeschool and how like
Mhm.
the one of the biggest things she didn't like about school that it was like hard to differentiate her mother from her teacher. So
Yes.
like that's one
Yes.
thing like I really want to be super aware of,
Yes.
uh, and like I mean it's not necessarily right that like she can't disassociate the two, but like
Right.
it could be a bad
Right.
thing.
Right.
So
Well, I think
I just want to be
with
mindful of that.
I can yeah, absolutely. You know what? I totally agree because I think with my oldest, I think that is definitely an issue for him. And this is why when we were looking at schools for him, be, it became like increasingly more clear like that he would benefit and fare better at an actual school with a school setting and other kids because he is it's just his it's just him and the issue tired of this Dan. But yeah, it's just him and the issues that he has that I know this it looks crazy. I
It
know, but
doesn't
I
look
am so sick
crazy,
of Dan. It
but
it's so distracting and then you know because of the type of mic it is depending on
yeah.
what's happening like you can't hear
Ooh.
me. Yeah, so I'm like, ugh. So yeah, it was just getting on my nerves. So, but
But it's okay
but
because
yeah. um, what was I talking about?
the
Oh yeah, the
stand,
school.
the school, yes.
Yeah, this school is like a one. because they, number one, they like specialize in kids, like my oldest, but also like Shane, and I mean a little bouge. No, but no, it's really good.
Oh,
It has like wonderful reviews. Yes, like I just, yeah, yeah. It's, yeah, I like it.
do you know when you
So
actually fully accepted? Would that be some next
so
year?
no, so we are, because they have rolling admission. So as soon as like the process is complete, he can just like start.
Oh,
But
okay.
like right now, they already requested and got back like his records and thing from like his because what we do, our homeschool, it is 100% homeschooling, but it is more like charter school at home.
Mm-hmm.
So we fought their curriculum, but I was able to get even more resources for him once he got his diagnosis with him being on the spectrum with autism. And so I'm glad that, in a way, I am glad that, because, we wanted to do like traditional homeschooling. That was the plan. And I'm glad that we went this route because we were able to get like the resources and the additional therapies that he ended up needing. Like he has the occupational therapies because he has issues with his hand, like not issues. I don't want to say issues, but hand strength, like fine motor skills. Like he has his grip is like very weak like that. So
Mm-hmm.
he does OT, and then he has speech therapy because there are a few words that he can't. When he was being evaluated, that he couldn't pronounce or had difficulties pronouncing. Oh yeah, so um, we were able to like do that. So
That's
that
good.
ended up like a blessing. But so basically, I said all of that to say they're going through just like getting like the records and everything. So yeah, it's just a process. But the great part about it is I can see like as it's like going, things are like checked off and like grayed out and stuff. So
Oh,
yeah,
perfect.
yeah.
I'm getting a little bit tired, so I think I'm gonna have to head
No,
out.
it's late. It is late. It's late. It's late. So, oh, girly, this was so much fun. I'm sorry. And I apologize. Thank you so much for being patient with me while I got my homework done. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
But today was like my day. Like, I don't regret it at all. Like, today was, I got like my sleep. I had dinner with my home. But, like,
Well,
it
I would
was
like to get
amazing.
some
It was.
sleep. Good.
Oh my God. Okay, boo. Well, I love you so much. And I will see you Monday.
Monday, yes,
Monday.
I put it on my schedule on here, so definitely Monday, and then
Yes.
Saturday, so we can try to make sure this is going
Yes,
on
we're
your stuff
gonna
too.
meet on Saturday. Yes, we are gonna meet on Saturday. So I do have that one I going on IG live, just like a holistic
Oh yeah,
wellness
yeah,
live that
it's
I'm
fine.
doing. So
Works.
yeah, after that, yeah. Anyway. All right, awesome. Well,
Okay.
good night, dolls.
Good night.
Bye.